Hey, what's up, guys? Whoa. Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I'm your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota, and I'm still recovering from not having my computer down where it's supposed to be, including I realize I don't have my Stream Deck still. So anyway, hello. That's kind of all, that's back here. It doesn't matter to you guys. It doesn't matter to you guys. Yes, this is a very peggable shirt. I think we can all agree. We're going deep. We're going deep today. So I'm gonna have to ask you all to assume the birthing position, because this is going to be this is going to be a straight up legal breakdown of an issue that's gotten a lot of play over the past couple of days. And I am I guess needing to explain why this sounds stupid, because it is, but why legal education matters somewhat. At least somewhat. And it's when you start to get into very complicated issues, you have to figure out what those issues actually mean, what the laws around them actually say, and what the intent of Congress passing those laws actually is, and why your legal theory is actually very incorrect. Those are all, it's a chain, right? It's a chain of events that matters. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to break that chain down step by step. Ooh, baby, gonna get to you, girl, or whatever. We're going to go through it. The first thing we're going to do in just a little bit, as people filter in, we're going to start with a 7-minute legal analysis by idiots. All right? And that is the basis of all of this. Before we do that, that'll be the official start of the show, but official start of the main issues. Before we do that, I'll give a little bit of a preview of some things to come this week, of course. And then we're also going to recap this issue for anybody who may be confused about what's going on. All right, we'll call that the enema. We'll have that's the pre-show enema, where we flush out all the nonsense so that we're ready to take the full girth of the show. And then once we get to clean up the full girth of the show afterwards, it's a lot easier to put down, because it tastes a little better if we go ahead and clean it out at the beginning. All right? And I apologize none for all of the bad jokes and puns and whatever that may accompany this legal breakdown, because this issue is so mind-numbingly stupid that it takes something to get through it. And some people have decided to take autism, right? They just found the biggest bottle of autism they can and just gargled all that and swallowed the pills. As we'll see in this 7-minute video clip, that's what some people did. All right? The rest of us, I'm hoping, can mix a dose, like a hot dose of reality and mirth, not girth, mirth, to go ahead and distill this issue down into how it would be looked at from a legal perspective. And importantly, in that, I will hope you guys will draw your own conclusions about some of the claims being made about what is definitely going to happen, what has already happened. And I'm talking about the legal mechanics of it, right? And I think at the end, if I've done my job and duped you all into just believing me, then you'll come to the conclusion that the person saying all of this has happened and really spouting off about all of this is lying to you. Flat out. I don't know how else to say it. And I can't confirm. It's my belief. This is my thesis, is that someone is a liar and they believe that there is something to be gained out of the lies. Okay, that's pretty common. But sometimes you have the tools to dismantle the reality or the construct of reality that's being built, and that's what we're going to do today. This sounds very heady. Here's what's actually going to happen. I'm going to use knowledge of the law to make fun of a man who laid down on his back and let a woman ram a giant dildo into his anus over and over and over again. Then he recorded it. Then he or she or both of them uploaded it to the internet. Then, years later, someone found it and shared it and said, "Look at this cuck." And then he got ass mad over his literal ass hurt. And then he went and said everybody was a criminal for calling him Peggy. Okay? That's what we're actually going to do. But I liked the first description better. Okay. Oh my goodness. And thank God for the internet. Sorry, that Windows sound shouldn't happen again. I apologize. Let's start with that video. But what I was saying is thank God for the internet, because if the internet didn't work in the way it does, and if people didn't literally just go around cataloging everything, you might not be able to prove this. But we can, and we can't prove it, but what we can do, and this is important in the context of the discussion, because this is couched stupidly as a criminal case, which means we get to use the rules of criminal court, which means we don't have to prove it wrong. We just have to prove that what they're saying is right isn't right enough. It's not solid enough to be correct. There are big gaping holes, leaking holes even, in their thesis. We're going to point those out. We're going to put on some gloves and stretch them open. Hello, you're wrong. We're going to do all that in just a minute here. Let me get the first bit of evidence pulled up. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. You know, this has been so much weirdness. Oh boy. Some of this stuff is a little too spicy. We can't do that. We got to get to the appropriate day here. Got to get to... Okay, so assuming you guys don't know, as I'm getting to the appropriate day. Oh God, is this one of them that we need? Oof. Oh no. See, I can't I can't show all of this. It's terrible. Some of these pictures I should be able to show here. Oh, that'll be good. Okay, I want this one. Okay. Copy. Paste. We're going to need some of these pictures from before to actually lay this out. Okay, so if you're not aware of what happened, this guy, Preston, got looked into by the internet. And I don't care. All right? Let me put this out there. I didn't care. I don't care. I know there's some drama around the gay ops. I don't care. Here's the deal. If you are going to moralize about looking into someone's past to find publicly available things, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. I didn't do it, but it is out there. And I asked this person to come onto my show to talk about these things. And they said yes, which is cool. But then they didn't show up. So not showing up was not a big deal. Not showing up by not telling me, except for posting randomly on Twitter an hour and a half before the show, that is a bit annoying. So this was the other day. Okay. Let's get. Oh my gosh, you Kiwi farmers post too much. Way too much chatter. I had a direct link, but now I'm already here. Okay, so we've got Wednesday. So then Saturday. Saturday is when he's going to come on the show. And then he just doesn't. Which is great. And we had a great show. Don't get me wrong. Had Drexel on, had Ty, and we had a fantastic show. Lots of fun. Probably a more fun show. But then what I found out later is that, well, I found out on the stream, Preston went on a different show instead. So he went on to a show with a guy that I've had on here called Shitty Webcomics. Thomas Royloop is where he went on the same at the same time slot, because he didn't want to talk about anything because there's pending litigation. Now let's already pick apart some of the problems with the narrative. So what he said to me was via Twitter that he couldn't come on because of quote unquote pending litigation. Oh my God, I'm just gonna pull up the damn DM. He couldn't come on because of pending litigation. Well, he didn't want to, he couldn't talk about the pending litigation on a live stream. That would be too dangerous, right? Because it's pending litigation, you can't talk about it. Which is, it's not true that you can't talk about pending litigation. Sometimes you shouldn't. Sometimes, you can make the decision to do otherwise. It doesn't really matter. But you certainly, there's nothing stopping you. But this isn't pending litigation. This is a criminal case, according to him, against someone else. He's not the prosecutor. He may be a witness or as the victim. Maybe he isn't a victim. He may be the witness as a victim, but he can certainly talk about that and it won't affect the case because he didn't do anything in the alleged criminal case. This is the fucking stupidest thing on the planet. If you are the victim of a crime, do you know what, like every victim of a crime that makes the news does? They talk to the news or whoever because they're the victim of a crime. So to suggest that they can't speak about something because of pending litigation, and we're talking about a criminal charge being filed, yes, you absolutely can. And of course he can and did. So you've got your initial lie. Got your initial lie right out the gate. This stuff pisses me over. Or pisses me off. There we go. Where is it? Somebody clipped this, and now I've got to find it. Oh my God. No, it was before this. This is terrible. I thought I had this set up, but I don't. Of course. Of course. Oh, here we go. Is this it? That's time-stamped. God, that's way too long. There's a 7-minute clip. Where did this post go? Anyway, we'll do it from the clip. We'll do it from the damn clip. This should have been show prep. I have the clip. It's just not here. Don't ask. Lots of tech issues. Tech issues being me being a boomer. Okay? And losing the links. So this is a timestamp. This will work anyway. I just wanted the concise video that was 7-minute clip, but this will function just fine. Okay. What are the what are you talking about, Zach? Don't care. Never mind. Okay. So where did it go? Oh, here we go. We'll pull this up. Oh my God. Let's do this in a new.
Good thing to display.
Okay, here we go. You should be able to hear this just fine. So here is the Shitty Webcomics Live with Preston Poulter. Maybe I should just do the audio. I guess it doesn't really matter. No, we'll do video. I don't have my stream deck. God damn it. I figured out what I need, guys. Let's see. Here we go. First, we're going to listen to this autism for 7 minutes of legal theory. Is EVS making fun of my stream? Good. Hey, what's up? What's up, Ethan? You know what? Can you clean the lint out of your pockets? If I'm stuck in your pocket, I need the lint cleaned out. All right. Let me read these chats real quick. Mark C says, greatest clickbait pun title ever. Thank you. Swarm069 says, Nick, I'd like to thank you for introducing me to all these levels of cuckery and degeneracy I never thought possible or wanted to know. You truly are Slaanesh, greatest champion. Thank you. Nick Sex says, thoughts on Maddox's Fig Ops against Keemstar? Sounds like Maddox. Literally and figuratively sounds like Maddox, and I don't know what his deal is, but Maddox just fade into obscurity with dignity or what. And this Miss Metro Exo Kitty says, with your current hair, you look like a 1980 Lake Placid hockey coach. Nicky boy. Long time no chat. Hope you and the family are well, friend. We are great. Thank you. Okay. Let's hear some legal theory. Prepare for some angry pausing. I apologize, Zero, for the shittiness of this stream because we're just gonna lick the shit right off the dildo, okay?
Play to show how weak they are about fucking Preston.
Okay, so hold on. Let me just read this to you. All right, I wanna. So let's. I'm gonna stop.
Immediate commentary. Preston sounds. Right now, I've heard he sounded drunk or on drugs or whatever. I don't know about that. I don't care about that. Preston is about to sound something far worse than either of those things. And it's haughty. And you can hear it in his voice. It's going to drip from his idiotic vocal cord in just a moment. The way he talks about these laws as if him reading them means he understands them. That's his first mistake. But his second mistake will be explained in a little bit.
I'll share that screen, and I'm going to start sharing another one.
Alrighty.
Okay, so are we ready here?
Yeah.
Okay. So check this out.
Ethan.
He has, first of all, he's using a Mac. Second of all, he's got a document called Ethan Van Sciver in which he's copy and pasted portions of laws. Why? You're not a prosecutor. Here's how this works. Someone comes into your house and they steal your stuff and they take a poop on your pool table or whatever, right? And they break the back windows and then they leave. You call the police and you say, hey, someone came into my house. They broke in, they stole my stuff, they pooped on my pool table, and they broke the back window. What you don't do is call up the police and say, listen, I've got a 1045 section 3-2. You know what I mean. Where I'm basically the police. Now let me cite to you the statutes which were violated. No, the police go to your house and they gather up a list of evidence. And they take pictures and they ask you questions and they gather facts. And then they take them to a prosecutor. And a prosecutor goes through and says, which facts can I pair up with which law and which ones support enough to give me a probable cause reason to issue a citation or to order an arrest. Which one of those? That's how it works. You, as a non-prosecutor even, have no need to go and cite through a bunch of laws that you think someone broke if you're actually trying to build a criminal case, because you can't build a criminal case. You can merely issue a complaint, and the authority vested into a prosecutor by the state is to then determine if those facts build up enough of a case for them to move forward. That's probable cause. They have to have probable cause. They don't have probable cause here because of a lot of problems. But that's how it works. So this is just ism. That's all this is. This has no meaning. You can copy and paste shit into a document all day, and if you call a DA and say he violated this section, this section, this section, the DA can't take your word for it because you are an idiot. And you could be the greatest lawyer on the planet, and to the DA, you're still just an idiot. They're the ones who have to bring the charges under their systems, under their guidelines, under their statutes, under the policies of their office, under the politics of their office. There's a lot that goes into being a government wastrel called a prosecutor, but they're better at it than you. They're better at it than me. Not our job to do it. Our job is the easy one. Say, nah, fam, that's it. That's the defense attorney job. Nope, prove it. Okay, anyway.
Van Skyver.
New Jersey. Do we know anybody who lives in New Jersey? Because if so, they should know.
That's the haughty, right? That is the sound of someone lacking humility in the moment. And it is exceptionally disturbing here. And I'm going to show you why. Because we're doing it live. We're going to do it live in just a second, and I'll show you exactly the first big error in his legal analysis is coming up.
An actor commits the crime in the third degree if knowing that he is not licensed or privileged.
To do so. No, the bottom bar.
Yeah, bottom.
If you hit the
as for privilege to do so, he discloses any photograph, film, videotape recording, or any reproduction of an image of another person whose intimate parts are exposed, or who is engaged in the acts of sexual penetration or sexual contact, unless that person has consented to such disclosure. Did I consent to such disclosure?
Yes! Yes! Yes, you did! Yes! Yes! You did! You consented to the disclosure. It was called when you were laying there and your wife was ramming you and you had a camera on it, and then you went to a computer and clicked upload. Yes, 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 yes. I can't say it enough. Yes, that is disclosure. Look, guys, I've been arguing with some dummy all fucking day, saying, oh, look, but he didn't consent to it. It was supposed to be private. It was in a private group. First of all, X-Hamster and X-Tube are not private groups. They're just not. And I know he says he didn't upload it to Pornhub, although Mistress P did Maybe it's on Mistress P's channel was before it was taken down, if I remember correctly. Now, if Mistress P, presumably his wife, uploaded it and you consented to the upload, I'm sorry, fam, but yes, you did. But even if you didn't, there's evidence that you uploaded these videos to Xhamster and Xtube. And it's only from posts that you made 10 years ago, or someone elaborately posing to be you. Very, very elaborately. So yes, that is consent. And look, we're going to get into more of this in just a minute. Privacy. Let's just preface this really quickly. Privacy is me to you, not to the stream. Me, the person 2, is private. If I let person 3 listen, not private. Okay? This is a hard concept about privacy. Privacy is not confidentiality. Confidentiality is an arrangement that you have, an agreement. Privacy is just me or something I share with like one other. When I add a third, it gets really complicated. When you add a fourth, it gets really, really complicated. When you add a forum on the internet, no matter the privacy rules and settings on that forum, if you upload something to a server, okay? A server that is managed by a company of some sort, and there are people there, and they can come to the server, even if they all agree. We're super secret, y'all. Even if they all agree you're super secret. No, that's not private anymore. You've just shared it with a group of people. And if it's a third-party server hosting a bunch of third-party people, and you are not the only person in control of who is able to access this server, you're even less private. Because if the third-party server has the rules on who gets to come in, you have no expectation of privacy. It's not your rules. It's not your setting, not your server, not your property. You don't have it. Now, they could set up a contractual obligation of confidentiality with you. This happens all the time. Confidentiality is a contractual agreement between one or more people to go ahead and keep things private, right? Not really private, secure, secret, undisclosed. But that is a contract issue. And when there's a breach of confidentiality, you have a contract remedy. It's built into the contract terms. It could void the entire thing. It could have a liquidated damages penalty. It could have a lot of things. Not privacy. Don't share. If you need a reasonable reasonable understanding of what an expectation of privacy is, just compare two words: private and shared. If it's shared, it's necessarily less than private. If you are the one sharing, it can't be private. It's something else. Okay. I'm gonna try. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try. Oh, wait. We already have the first issue here. Let's do it live. So, help me remember, chat. NJSA 2C14-9. We're on Google. NJSA 2C14-9. All right. Look at this. First thing. Invasion of privacy, degree of crime, from law.justia.com, or you could go to codes.findlaw.com. Let's do this one. That's the first result on Google. All right. All right. So we've got Section C, right? Now, reminder, Subsection C. Let's compare the language, shall we? An actor commits a crime of the third degree if, knowing that he is not licensed or privileged to do so, he discloses any photograph, film, videotape, recording, or any other reproduction of the image of another person whose intimate parts are exposed or who is engaged in an act of sexual penetration or sexual contact, unless the person has consented to such disclosure. For purposes of the subsection, disclosure means to sell, manufacture, give, provide, lend, trade, mail, deliver, transfer, publish, distribute, circulate, disseminate, present, exhibit, advertise, or offer. All right, let's see. Let's match this up with the rest of his language.
Well, their argument is going to be like, "Oh yeah, he did," but no,
okay.
all you have to do to
if you're in a jury
no.
box, right? If you didn't know, you were brought into a jury box.
You're not getting into a jury box, and if you're in a jury box, you fucking know, because both sides get to tell their story to the jury. But you're not getting to a jury box. There's basically no chance in hell this would be dismissed if, oh my God, a prosecutor was desperate enough to charge this. It would be dismissed maybe at the first hearing. If not, it would be dismissed at a pretrial dismissal hearing or a pretrial motion in limine on the evidence or anything else. I know, Ryan Mercado. I know.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're doing now is we're arguing over jury instructions, right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
and so
you aren't. You aren't. Because you know how I know you're not? Because you don't have the NJ Civ Jig up. That's the, Crim Jig. That's the New Jersey Criminal Jury Instructions Guide. If you had the New Jersey Criminal Jury Instructions Guide up, then you would be talking about jury instructions. Jury instructions are not this ephemeral, magical thing where you get to just make shit up. There's a jury instructions guide. There's a framework for setting up jury instructions. No. You're not a lawyer, and that's okay. Don't be. Lawyers are awful, miserable, horrible people. Soulless monsters. Why did I call them people? They're disgusting. It doesn't matter. But you aren't. Stop acting like you are. You just, what, you read a Wikipedia? Great Loner says, keep the hair, Coach Rackets. Hey, thank you. Nick Naylor says, you brought up EverQuest a couple streams ago and got me feeling nostalgic, so I re-downloaded it. Not gonna lie, 30-minute med times make it easy to watch a stream. Oh, man, I'm jealous. Okay.
An attorney's going to say, so Ethan's defense would be, well, of course he consented. And they're going to go, well, no, that assumes that if somebody rips off your video and puts it on the internet, that you consented to that.
Yeah.
Where did they get the video, Preston? Where did they get the video? Because did they rip it off? Did they raid your secret lockbox vault? Make off with your VHS tapes? Your little grainy 240p tapes or whatever in a garbage bag like a goblin and run and cram them into a VCR to digital converter and upload them to the internet? Is that where they got them? Did Ethan Van Sciver dress up as Sinterklaas and come down your chimney and go up your chimney, or take your video of someone going up your chimney? Is that what happened? Because that's the way that this argument works. But if that didn't happen, if, say, they just found it on the internet, well, I mean, man, what are you gonna say? Of course how did they get the video? And you're dancing around this subject over and over and for days now. How did they get the video? Not how did Ethan get it? How did whoever uploaded it get it? Oh, is it possible? Not only possible, but plausible and the most obvious likely solution that either you or the wife uploaded it, as it would have been in your possession initially. Of course, that's how anybody else got the video. Now, look, I'm sorry that someone years ago, like 9 years ago, took that video from wherever you had it and uploaded it to Pornhub. But you're trying to pretend that you didn't first upload it somewhere. And again, it kind of looks like maybe you or the missus uploaded it to Pornhub, but I don't know. What is pretty obvious, as we'll get to, is that somebody uploaded it to the internet who is at least doing a damn convincing version of you, including under the same name, putting up screenshots of your comic books under the same user profile 10 years later. But I don't know. Maybe it wasn't you. But you know who it wasn't 10 years ago who uploaded that? I'm guessing it was not Ethan Van Sciver. I just don't think so. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't me. Although I uploaded a lot of stuff. Maybe. All right.
It's debunked in like one word. No.
No.
Right. Yeah.
No, it isn't.
There you go.
Guys, if at any trial, I know I got through 1 second of video. If at any trial that involved consent, right? It was like, they just said, did you consent to this? And the person said, no. Every rape's a conviction. Everything's a conviction. Everything on earth becomes a conviction immediately if the victim just says, I did not consent, and that's the end of the story. Of course it's not the end of the story. In this case, the end of the story happens long before the question, but of course it's not the end of the story. Shockingly, there are two sides, and juries and lawyers and judges don't just believe someone automatically most of the time. They have to be convinced that it's correct. So no, it's not one word. It just isn't.
Preston, did you consent to Ethan promoting this stuff that's way from your past that you tried to get rid of? Well, no, the fact that
This isn't how it works. I'm sorry. It's not. First of all, he just linked it. That's not promotion. Actually, to be fair, I don't know if he even linked it. I'm just taking your word for it. At the worst case scenario, he linked it or showed clips of it. Yeah. Imagine, guys, ladies, gentlemen, imagine the shit show that the internet would be if merely linking something was an element of a criminal act. Like, I don't want people to see this, and he linked it. Imagine what Facebook, Twitter, everybody's in jail tomorrow. Because the moment something embarrassing comes up, you just say, this is a crime. This is a crime. He linked it. 10,000 people linked that very embarrassing thing I did. I didn't consent to that being linked. Buddy, what's it doing on the internet? Okay, let's go back to this, though. Now, here we have the first really, really big problem with Preston issue, right? This is the 2013 New Jersey Revised Statutes. Do laws change? Yes. Look at this. View. I don't know why this is the first result on Google. I don't. But look at this. View the 2019 New Jersey Revised Statutes. Oh. Okay. Let's go to 2C, Code of Criminal Justice, Section 14. 9. It looks the same, right? It's the same damn thing. Let's read Section C. Here, let me zoom in on it. Still see it? An actor commits a crime of the third degree if, knowing that he is not licensed or privileged to do so, he discloses any... Look at the sexism in this. He discloses any photograph, film, videotape, recording, or any other reproduction of the image taken in violation of subsection B of this section. Oh, damn it. That's different. Now, why would Congress in New Jersey change this? Because this statute, do you want to know what this statute is designed? It's designed to fight a very specific act. Do you want to know what it is? Look, if you go down, not here. Okay, we'll do it in a minute. But if you actually have the annotated code, like we could go back real quick. This is the annotated statutes, and they don't have the annotations. God damn it. We got to go to a different site for it. Long story short, if you have the annotated code, there's a bunch of comments about changes that they made that follow the statutes. And you can find this on Google. Go to FindLaw's version instead of Justia. And they'll tell you, this is about upskirt photos. That's it. That's why this exists. I mean, it's not the only crime, but this is what they're fighting. This is about dudes walking around, sliding a phone under a skirt and taking a picture of the hentai. That's what they're fighting. That's the purpose of this law. That's why it exists. They don't want random hoo-has on the internet that didn't disclose to being a hoo-ha on the internet. If you did open your OnlyFans and someone took it from your OnlyFans, that's different than this. That's not revenge porn. That's someone stealing, that's piracy, that's any number of other things. And Preston may have some claim, I doubt it, against somebody somewhere who may have pirated his stuff and uploaded it to a site without his consent. He may. There's a real problem with that, right? If Preston goes out and says, someone stole my video from this place where I uploaded it for money or views or whatever, he's got a big issue in that he now is admitting to the consent that he gave for this to be not private, not necessarily public, but that doesn't matter anymore. It's not private the moment you do that. That's why he's dancing around this issue. Well, he won't just say, look, someone stole it. I was wronged by someone stealing this thing years ago, and I didn't even know it was there. Now he's taking it down. Great, you took it down. Guess what? It's too late. It's not too late for you to protect your copyright in the video. But it is absolutely too late for you to go any further than that. Okay. So here we have taken in violation of subsection B of this section. Of 1, another person who's engaged in an act of sexual penetration or sexual contact. 2, another person whose intimate parts are exposed. Or 3, another person's undergarment-clad intimate parts, unless that person has consented to such disclosure. Again, this is about the upskirt shot. That's what this is about. It really is. It's also about candid cams in dressing rooms, in bathrooms, and there's a bunch of stuff down here that comes later about those cameras and when they're legal and when they're not. If you disclose that the dressing room camera exists and you're being monitored in the dressing room, you can have one. So this is about voyeur porn. This is not about produced pornography you didn't want some people to see, or that you were monetizing, or anything else. It's not about that. Not at all. This is about voyeurism and clamping down on the easy access we all have to a camera right here. I shouldn't have done that for the sound. Deal with it. We have a camera now. Everybody does. Cameras all the time. And just snip. That's it. You snap a photo. You're sitting on a subway or whatever. Snap a photo. No. That became too prevalent. Congress clamped down on it. But let's go back to this. This is Preston's biggest mistake in this. And had he... I can't actually make the... I can't actually make the claim that Preston would have not been stupid if he read this section first. But I like to hope that Preston wouldn't have been as stupid if he read the correct version of the statute first. Okay? I'd like to hope that. And so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. If he had read this and then gone, here, B. An actor commits a crime of the third degree if, knowing that he is not licensed or privileged to do so, he photographs, films, videotapes, records, or otherwise reproduces in any manner the image of another person whose intimate parts are exposed, or who is engaged in an act of sexual penetration or sexual contact without that person's consent, and under circumstances in which a reasonable person would not expect to be observed. I'm sorry. Let's clarify something. When do you expect to be observed? While you're lying down, getting pegged with a camera on you. Can anybody on earth say that they're not reasonably expecting to be observed if there is someone with a camera on you? No. Of course not. If you are observing Leroy and a camera person is observing you, guess what? You consented to be observed, and Leroy did too. So this alone instantly nullifies any criminal complaint automatically, because these videos are not voyeur videos. These videos are not taken in violation of subsection B. To suggest that they are would require a lie under oath. But wait, I guess we could go ahead and read number 2 here. An actor commits a crime of the fourth degree if, knowing that he is not licensed or privileged to do so, he photographs, films, videotapes, records, or otherwise reproduces in any manner the image of the undergarment-clad intimate parts of another person. I don't think Preston's concerned about his underwear parts, right? He's concerned about Captain Floppy going into the no-no place without that person's consent and under circumstances under which a reasonable person would not expect to have his undergarment-clad intimate parts observed. All right? This is an irrelevant section. It's B1 that matters, but none of it matters. Even without this, let me be very clear about this. Even under the 2013 revision, he still fails. He still fails because he doesn't understand that disclosure happens the moment the two people with the intimate connection add other people. That is the disclosure, the distribution, the dissemination, all the reproduction, all of that stuff happened back then. Someone else linking to it later, not even, you might have an argument if someone had downloaded it, like from the illegal thing, then you took it all down and it was no longer accessible on the internet, and then they uploaded it later on their own from their own server. You might have a ghost of a prayer at a civil argument. You do not have a criminal charge in that case. No way. Of course not. Because all the person is doing is taking a pornographic video that they found somewhere else and uploading it to a presumably pornographic website sharing place. All right? And this happens all the time. Is there copyright infringement? Sure. Is there all sorts of other things? Yes. Is it a violation of even the 2013 statute? No. And just for completeness, I went on to Westlaw and I looked at all 4 cases. There are only 4 cases that fall under this statute, and absolutely none of them have anything to do with the re-upload, linking, or anything else involving an existing video of a sexual act. They all deal with only the creation of a new video, image, or whatever without the person's consent, because that is the obvious thrust of the law. Now, just to fist a little deeper, these laws all have to necessarily be read in light of the First Amendment. And so, if you're looking at these laws, and again, this is, again, you're not, as lay people, you're not expected to know this. You just aren't, and you shouldn't worry about it. Most people will not have to deal with this in their lives. And that's okay. But when you get, we're going to see a lot of that in a second. When you start acting like that, someone is going to have to point out that you're being dumb. Unfortunately, today, that's me. That's me. This is read in the context of the First Amendment, which means as you're reading this statute, you have to take every ambiguous piece of language and read it narrowly, not anusy, narrowly, right? Narrow, not wide. Can't gape your way through this language. It's got to be narrow, because a broad reading of the language will necessarily impact on otherwise protected First Amendment principles. And that's the problem. You have the freedom to discuss things that are public. You do. And by public, I mean, if you're on that weird forum for subs and doms or whatever, and some guy uploads a video about himself getting pegged, of course you can talk about it. Of course you can take clips from it and post about it. And you take audio and you can make fun of it or critique it or say, she didn't go deep enough. You could do all sorts of stuff because that is protected speech. It's been made public by the people who made it. Of course you can comment on it. Now, you may have some contractual reason that you can't. You don't. Most likely you don't, but you may have some contractual reason why you can't. But all of this has to be read in the narrowest possible way because of the First Amendment principles at play. You can't just say, huh, he linked it. That means he's distributing it. No, you can talk about this stuff. Of course we can talk about it. You made it public. Oh my God. Okay. Whew. So anyway, if you get to, even if you're having a trouble, and I'll show you the not ambiguous, but one part where people can get tripped up, ambiguous nature of the statute. If you get to a place where you have trouble, like you're reading it, don't take my word for it. Read it on your own and think through it logically. If you get to a spot where you go, if I read it this way, that means everybody. If I read it the other way, that means almost nobody. Always on a speech issue, you pick the almost nobody. Otherwise, it's overbroad. There's too much Constitution getting in the way of it. All right? It's a simple way to think of it. But here, let's get to the alleged ambiguity. any other reproduction of the image. All right? Some people might think, and I know this for a fact because someone on Twitter did, okay? You may think that, oh, it says image there. That means that if they take a video that's here and they put it over here, that's a reproduction of the image. No. 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 The image is me. I am the image. You guys don't see me. You are seeing a video reproduction of me right now. You are not gazing upon the image. You could only do that if you're in the room with me. Then you are looking at the image. Taking a picture of me is a reproduction of the image. The image is literally the light coming off of you and producing an image. So, no. Just taking a copy of the video or a clip or a picture or a frame or whatever, or a little snippet of the subtitling, because that's funny. Whatever you do with that, that is not a reproduction of the image, as this statute means. This statute is about voyeuristically recording someone without their consent. Not, or if you had consent to record but not to share, that's where this is where some sort of possibility comes in. Like, I'll record you doing what you do for you and me alone, and then you upload it. That's a different thing. That's like revenge porn or whatever. If you take it and share it out, and then someone goes ahead and grabs that from being shared to them, and then they post it somewhere else, you no longer have a privacy interest. Okay. Okay. Let's get back to this. This is going to be harsh. We're not watching this full video, by the way. Only a couple minutes of it.
Tried to get rid of it indicates I did not consent to it being demonstrated. Correct.
That's not true. That doesn't, in some circumstances, it could indicate it. The problem you have, again, is that you initially consented to it being uploaded. Revocable consent years later doesn't work that way. Again, say it with me, chat. Regret porn is not revenge porn. You may regret the porn that you did, but someone talking about that publicly available pornography is not engaged in revenge porn. They're just not. I don't know how else to say it. That would mean that, think about it this way, that every porn actress who then wanted to go be a nun or a teacher or whatever could revoke licenses to everybody that ever had it and say, anybody who uploads it now does it without my consent, and that's revenge porn. That's insane. Right? That is insane. They could exercise their rights to take them down if they have the right to take them down. But you can't pretend they never existed and then criminally prosecute people when they remember that it happened. That would be absolute nonsense.
Correct?
Case closed.
Yeah.
And somebody saying these internet lawsuits.
Thomas Roy Loop is the stupidest fucker in this whole thing, by the way. Case closed. No, Thomas. No. Oh my God. No.
Never seemed to go well. This wouldn't be a lawsuit.
This is not a lawsuit.
Yeah. Again,
good news, good sir. This is not a lawsuit.
That's that haughty bullshit I was talking about.
So many of you people are so hilariously behind and proved. All of Ethan Van Sciver's fans are officially confirmed to be clueless right here by the fact that they think this is a lawsuit.
The amount The amount of clueless the burden of cluelessness may be misappropriated at this time. Nova Zero says, Preston Peggy Poulter, consent to being a tran age of age 13 and try to get it taken down at, wait, what? Preston Peggy Poulter, consent to being a tran age of age 13 and try to get it taken down as CP. I would love if law enforcement shrugs and just labels it as degenerate age play. I mean, setting precedents would be amazing. Oh, I see. You're okay. You're suggesting a course of a course of action. James Merriweather says, "Rest in peace, Hana Kimura. You will be missed, you lovely angel. Have a great stream, Rekieta." Hey, thanks. I don't know who Hana Kimura is. Yeah, I got it. The trans age being, I identify as underage, therefore it's that. First of all, the CP laws don't care about identity at all. Otherwise, the kids could be forced to say they identify as adults, right? Like that would destroy the whole CP thing, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Oh, she's the wrestler who offed herself. Yeah, that's right. I did see that story. I don't know who she is. I didn't know anything about her because I don't follow wrestling, and Japanese chick wrestling is even farther down the list of things I don't follow. But I probably should follow that at the top of the list of wrestling things at least. But yeah, I saw it on Twitter. But so R.I.P. to her.
Yeah,
this isn't a lawsuit. Just like the that dumb panboy guy wasn't being sued. He's being criminally charged.
Yeah. And by the way, for the purposes of this subsection, disclose means sell, manufacture, give, provide, lend, trade, mail, deliver,
holy
transfer,
shit,
publish, distribute, circulate, disseminate, present, exhibit, advise, or offer.
Circulate.
I know that they think that this is a gotcha. They think that this is a gotcha because there are so many things. If there's a statute that implicates speech, like maybe art, like videography, for example, hypothetically, videography and photography, art, protected speech, and they have a bunch of definitions, it means that you have to read each one of them narrowly. Again, back to that narrow aspect of the reading. Because if it were broad, if it didn't implicate speech, they just would have one thing and argue that everything falls under it. But because it implicates speech, you could say, no, I wasn't sharing it. I didn't deliver it. I didn't transfer it. I offered it for advertisement or whatever. Like you could make the argument that you didn't do these things. And a lot of these things have legal definitions as well as colloquial definitions. And so they don't want to muddy the water. What they want to say is, look, if you're taking picture of girls' panties, then we want to nail you to the wall as hard as possible, and we don't want a weasel word to be the end of it. But again, it's not a gotcha here, and this
he gave it to Ralph.
Yeah. Several of those things just mean the same thing over and over again.
Advertised it.
Several of those things just mean the same thing over and over again. Yes, they do. Why do you think they would say the same thing over and over again?
Didn't he?
In
no,
fact,
he didn't advertise it. Advertise means advertise. All right? Advertise means to advertise it. Not, I know he thinks that sharing a link means advertising, but advertise means to literally advertise. It's a narrow reading of the words, man. It means to actually advertise it. It's a commercial speech term of art.
From a person who admitted to sending people phishing links to dox them.
Irrelevant. Whatever you think of that Sheila chick and what she did, sending phishing links to dox them is 1 1,000,000% irrelevant to Preston getting pegged, uploading it online, and Sheila also finding it. It doesn't matter. And if you tried to bring that up in court, if the prosecutor was like, well, she sent phishing, objection, relevance, foundation, assumes facts, not an evidence. Your Honor, what the fuck does that have to do with taking an illegal picture and uploading it to the internet? Catfishing other people by DMs? For what? For doxing them? Okay. Why did they share her information? Why did they share information with her? Now, if she sent illegal phishing links, yeah, maybe that's a crime. It's not this one, though. And again, I don't know anything about it. I don't give a shit. I'm not the internet's police. I'm just here cleaning up stupidity. That's all.
Which is also a crime in California, where that lady lives, that Thoticus lives.
Right.
So
now, the problem with this is, based on what you've said about this, I can't trust your judgment that what she did is actually a criminal act in California, because you guys are the idiot brigade.
She committed a crime unrelated to this, which is, the crime was unrelated to this, but she's related to Ethan.
Objection! Who even is this lady? Oh, she shared him the link. Is sharing the link to Ethan a part of the crime? No. So even if you've got Ethan...
She's a mod on his channel.
There's somebody in the chat wondering, their name's John Kelly, did Preston file a police report?
I have good news for you, sir.
Yes.
Not only did Preston file a police report, the police have since said, oh, yes, there is definitely something here.
Fucking lie. That's a lie. There is... Look, maybe the police said, oh, yeah, there's something here. The police saying, there's definitely something here. A silent film by Nick Rekieta. Police in New Jersey don't fucking care about this right now. If you are not literally getting murdered, the police and the DA don't give a shit. The state is shut down. You can't get actual crimes prosecuted in many states because no one died, though. No one got hurt, though. No one's being beaten. No one's in danger. Hello, police? Yeah, my name's Preston. No, I don't live in New Jersey, but let me tell you a tale about a man who does. His name is Ethan Van Sciver. Have you heard of him? Do you watch it? No, you don't? Oh, well, he's on YouTube. Huh? Yeah, he's on YouTube. And what he did was he found a video of me getting pegged by my wife. Do you have a link? Yes. Oh, there's definitely something here. Oh my God, imagine it. Imagine what's going on. Like, New Jersey cop gets a call from, I don't even know what state is they mentioned New Jersey in Texas. So is Preston in Texas? I don't care. Like, I don't know. I assumed he was in Portland or whatever because of the video. But it doesn't really matter. You're calling from outside of New Jersey to New Jersey to tell them about someone who linked to your video. Now, he could lie to them and say, he stole my sex tape and uploaded it. Okay, sure, right. That's what happened. Or, what's the more likely thing? This is just a fucking lie. Why? Why would he lie about this? I don't know. There's a lot of reasons. One of them is drama sells things. I assume you guys know this. I assume you guys understand. That's one of the big complaints about Ethan Van Sciver, right? Is he's using drama to fuel sales or whatever. Drama sells things. Watch American Idol. Drama sells everything. American Idol went from a singing competition to a, wow, this singer is the most depressing fucking life story I've ever heard competition. That's what it is now. Because the drama sells the character or the music better than just the music. Sure, you're a great, there's a million great singers, but are there great singers with good stories? If you're a great singer and you don't have a good story, you better have a dad who's a music producer. That's it. Now, I'm not saying that this drama is going to result in net positives for Preston, but drama sells. Maybe that's why he's doing it. I don't know, but he's really overhyping the police report shit. Now, let me fully disclose that Preston sent me a case number, presumably from the police report. I have not followed up on this. It's been Memorial Day weekend. I really am just not interested in calling up someone because he didn't tell me who it came from. He didn't tell me if it was even in New Jersey or Texas or Canada or whatever. So I don't know where the police report is actually from. It's pretty hard for me to follow up on as a function of just convenience, but he gave me a case number. So it's possible that some jackass in New Jersey has a case number about this. Let me just tell you, a case number at a police department means jack and shit. They take your incident report over the phone, it's assigned a number, and maybe someone looks at it, maybe someone doesn't. Oh, there's definitely something here, says the police officer with literally no facts for this story. Sure. All right.
And they have contacted Mr. Van Sciver.
Betcha that's bullshit. I bet you that is absolute horse cock right there. Now, don't get turned on by that. I bet that is bullshit. Of course, the only person who knows or could know if they've been contacted by the police is Ethan Van Sciver. So you'll have to ask him if he's been contacted by the police. But let me just hypothetically suggest that in the age of COVID, you make a police report about someone sharing your pegging video. The police are not right now gunning to get a fucking detective to call up Ethan Van Sciver and say, you knock it off, young man. They don't care. They don't care when there's not a global pandemic and they're in the second worst place in the entire country to be. They don't care. Getting a call from an officer for a non-urgent criminal act within days of that police report, maybe even 24 hours of that police report being made, that's the most efficient and effective police department I've ever heard of. I wonder if any cops if there happen to be any in the chat, if I haven't scared you off now, I do actually like you guys. It sounds like it. If there are any cops out there who could tell me just how fucking fast you would research this, determine a crime had occurred, call someone, and infringe upon their First Amendment right. Because remember, if a police officer were to call Ethan Van Sciver and say, you need to stop talking about Peggy Poulter, if a police officer did that, they are then using the color of law to violate Ethan Van Sciver's First Amendment rights if they're wrong on any facts of the case. A single fact wrong, and they are suddenly infringing upon his First Amendment rights under color of law, and they're exposing their police department's insurance policy to a 1983 claim. Because they can't do that. They can't say, ha, I'm a police officer. You can't talk about this. Wait a minute. I get to talk about damn near anything. You better have a real good reason to tell me why I can't talk about this. Is there a court order? Is there a restraining order? Is there anything about this? No? Fuck off. I'll talk about whatever I feel like. And if the police officer tries to force them to stop, lawsuit. Done. And Ethan gets paid to talk. That's part of his pay. You're now causing direct economic damages by reducing his ability to speak on something. Even the phone call is risky for the cop at this point. Even just making a call about this subject risks being a chilling effect on his First Amendment right to free speech. There is almost no way on earth that this happens. Unfortunately, Ethan will have to answer that. I can't. Oh my God. S. Cyber Taz says, hey Nikki, what's the proper libation to give relaxation to prevent perforation during Preston's penetration against his poor prolapse poopers pegging protestations? Eat schnapps straight. That's it. That's it, man. Socialism is for figs. Ray Bears. This brings me back to when Nick asked me about pegging. Yeah, isn't that funny how time works, right? Socialism is for figs says, hey, my friend on the YouTubes, now 3 days sober and currently going through detox from painkillers due to the Veterans Hospital not allowing patients during this time. Like hell because I have severe back injury. Oh my God, I'm sorry, buddy. I'll take a non-alcoholic drink for you. Wish you well in your quest for sobriety. I cannot imagine what it is like to have chronic or severe pain. Well, I kind of can. I hate narcotic painkillers. They actually make me very, very sick, so I tend to stick with Tylenol. But sometimes Tylenol isn't enough, right? So I cannot imagine what you're going through. And also having to detox is a tough process. Cheers to you. EVS said there was no call. I mean, maybe he's lying, right? I'm sure that's it. They said EVS is lying. By the way, I think there would be a lot more dramatic benefit to EVS having gotten a call. But that's just me. I don't know. I think he could sell that better than not getting a call. I could be wrong. Jason Altori says, these fools have no clue. New Jersey police will not even do anything. They must have lied to the police. No, they didn't. I doubt maybe they lied to the police. But I think they're just lying about what the police said. Or misunderstanding it. It's almost as if there's some misunderstanding going on elsewhere in the stream.
And it was, and said, we are now investigating you for violating not the New Jersey code, which is pretty severe, but the Texas code.
Nope. Who did? What police? Are you saying you called the Texas police on the New Jersey resident? Are you saying, let me get this straight, the Texas police are investigating a New Jersey resident who did not commit any alleged acts, as far as we know, while in Texas, may have never been to Texas. I don't know. They're going to discuss the Texas violations of the law. That's even less fucking sane than the New Jersey one. How are they going to get jurisdiction over him? How are they going to have Texas law apply to him? This would be federal law. I wonder if he brings up federal law.
So they're already investigating him, and then he puts out that Kiwi Farm shit and all kinds of, that I was reading.
Yeah, instead of backing off, instead of being like,
our gay op plan didn't work. He didn't shut up. Oh my God.
Okay, hold on. I'm in trouble. The police are contacting me.
What kind of a sane person? If you call pardon me.
Well, no kind.
The police tell me to stop talking about some guy getting pegged on the internet. I will talk twice as loud and 3 times as often. And I'll laugh. And I may record the police call and play it. I'll laugh at the damn officer on the fucking phone. Do you want the link? I'll send it to you. What are you talking about? Try and stop me from talking about a guy getting pegged on the internet. What basis do you have? Cite the statute. What the hell are you doing?
Loop? Is Thomas Roy Loop there?
Yeah. Hello. Oh.
Yes, this is...
He's been talking to you the entire time. Oh, wait. Are they role-playing now? They're role-playing. Okay.
It's Corporal Donovan over here with Dallas Police Department.
Corporal Donovan with the Dallas Police Department? Okay, so now maybe I do have a case number. I guess I'll call the Dallas Police and find out.
I hope this is a good time to reach you, sir, but I have a...
By the way, let me tell you how to answer this phone call. This is Corporal... It'd be Officer Donovan. Okay? If they say Corporal, just hang up. Because that's an idiot. If they say Officer Donovan. This is Officer Donovan with Texas. I'm in New Jersey. This is Officer Donovan with the New Jersey. It's simple. That's a real easy answer to every police call. This is Officer... There, I just solved all your problems.
Report filed here from a Preston Poulter. Do you know that, sir?
Oh, I didn't know that, faggot. Wait,
oh, come on!
Oh, hold on. Right. That's not how I'm supposed to talk to the cops, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the only thing Thomas has gotten right this entire stream. That's the only thing he's gotten right the entire stream. You owe nothing to the police. You owe 0 to them. You owe why? Why in any way do you think that if a police officer calls you because some dude down in Texas got pegged, do you owe them a goddamn thing? What would you owe them? Why would you engage in a discussion beyond, I don't care. I'm not talking to you. Call my lawyer. He's in Russia. Don't get COVID. Anything. You don't have to say anything. You're not under arrest. They haven't cited you. They haven't brought you in. You owe 0 to them. Say all the gamer words you want. It doesn't matter. I mean, you're in New Jersey, so be very careful.
These charges are very serious, as it says here. A fine not to exceed $30,000 may be imposed for violation of the second.
I got that on me.
And by the way, it's a felony.
Yeah, Thomas, you don't have that on you. Ethan Van Sciver probably does. But it's not going to happen.
So you could do some serious time. These are very serious charges.
These are very serious charges. He could do some serious time. Could he? Could he really, Preston? You think he's going to go to prison? Again, assuming everything you said is absolutely right, did you look up the sentencing guidelines in New Jersey? I haven't. I have no idea. But I'm guessing a first offense on something like this, re-uploading at worst, re-uploading or sharing an existing video about pornography, if he somehow got convicted, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna put him in prison? That's prison. They'll probably give him a stay of adjudication, or at least a suspended sentence. Put him on probation. Why would they send you to actual prison on a first offense there? It's not a minor. It's some guy getting hollowed out by his wife.
Hold on. Let me go in Kiwi Farms and start talking about how I'm guilty.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Good job. Go on Kiwi Farms and talk about that. He's talking about Ethan.
Go admit some more that I'm guilty of this crime.
After you get that call, right, and okay, give us your side of it, you then go on to do all this other crazy shit. Like, I'm like, dude, you are begging for it.
He went full pan.
You're demanding they do it.
Only one person on this stream was begging for it.
He went full pan. Yeah, that's a good comparison. And the thing is, apparently for like a day he was shook, but as we've documented, many times before, Ethan has like those. I mean, I was going to say bipolar behaviors, but I'm pretty sure he has full-on bipolar.
Check out this one's a winner.
Nope, it's not a winner.
Jersey Revised Statute 2C 33-4.1, a person commits the crime of cyber harassment if, while making a communication in an online capacity via electronic device or through a social networking site, and with the purpose to harass another person, the person either, 1, threatens to inflict injury or physical harm to any person or the property of any person. Okay, probably not that one. But 2, knowingly sends, posts, comments, requests, suggests, or proposes any lewd, indecent, or obscene material to or about the person with the intent to emotionally harm a reasonable person or place a reasonable person in fear of physical or emotional harm to his person.
Let me help you. You got pegged. You are a cuck. You got cuckolded by Leroy. It is the most shameful thing I may have seen from anybody I've ever heard of on the internet. You should be ashamed. Your entire existence is now a joke to many people. You can be fine with what you did. I mock you for it. I call you cuckold, sir. I laugh at your cuckedness. I hope that you go to bed crying and are emotionally devastated. Have I committed a crime? I have now communicated with an intent to emotionally harm a reasonable person, except I don't think he's that reasonable. What? Are you serious? People making fun of you isn't criminal. Do you know what this is? This is a boyfriend or girlfriend with intimate pictures of someone else, right? Their ex. Listen, you stupid bitch. Stop texting me or I'm going to post the pictures of you getting raw dogged by Leroy. That's a threat. That is proposing lewd or obscene material to or about a person with the intent to harm them. Take pictures of you while you shower and dad. Something like that. Calling you a dumb cuck who likes to have his anus gaped is not anything under the cyberstalking or harassment statute. And guess what? Saying it publicly diminishes the harassment portion of it. Because typically you have to communicate with a person. Talking about a person that a lot of people are talking about is just a discussion. Cyber stalking would be Ethan contacting you, would be Ethan harassing you. Now, harassing is not making fun of. That's just mockery. I can mock you all day on the YouTubes, on Twitch, on Twitter, on the Facebooks, in my private notes. I can get on a bullhorn outside my house. I can say, Preston pegged Poulter all day long. That's not harassment. It only might become harassment if I send the link to you, or send the link to your entire family, or your employers, or something like that, with the intent to cause you emotional harm. Your feelings being hurt isn't emotional harm just because you say, my feelings hurt. That's not emotional harm. Emotional harm is like legit diagnosable emotional damage. It'd be driving someone into hospitalization for mental issues because you're so thoroughly harassing them and contacting everybody they know, and they can't escape your words. They can't turn off a computer because everybody that they know has now got to ask them the question about, did you enjoy having your tonsils scraped by a dildo from your anus? Okay, that's the question. That's how we get to that. That, like, someone reached out to everybody in your social circle and hammered them with this thing and made it so impossible for you to avoid it. But just talking about you, he talked about me on a live stream. So you get to talk to people about other people. You get to talk to as many people as you want or can about other people. You get to do that. Again, this is protected speech. You can't read these statutes so broadly because it would implicate everything. TMZ would go out of business if this were true because they'd all be in prison getting pegged by Tyrone. Okay, that's how that would go. Because TMZ exists, paparazzi exists to create emotional harm for celebrities. Of course they do. Or their profit with as many people as possible. It's actually when it gets narrow, when it's less people, but it's specifically targeted to harm the person because it's people that have a direct relationship with someone. It's people that might be an economic advantage to them. It's when you start causing them severe stress and harm in their lives, not because they can't stop going on Twitter and clicking on Ethan Van Sciver's page. Listen to Tyler, the Creator. Just close your eyes. Turn the damn screen off. Mithrin Emrys says, wait, I'm confused. Is Ethan going to be charged under Texas law, New Jersey law, U.S. law, or Martian law? The idiocy here is astounding. No laws. No laws. He will be charged under no laws. What should I do if Ethan Van Sciver gets charged with a crime of cyber stalking or the other one, the voyeurism? What should I do? I don't know. What should the punishment be? Someone told me today, this isn't court, this is the internet. We hold you accountable for your ineptitude, which is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But what should I do? Should I eat something? Like, do I have to lick my Cyber Frog Wrecked Planet comic when it gets here? What do I have to do? You need to move to another country. Pegging punishment. Spank. Okay, something ridiculous and not gay, please. Eat a scorpion? That's disgusting. Mud wrestle Gabby Garcia? Sign me up. I'll put that bitch to pasture. If to swallow a hot dog whole, we'll do that. That'll probably kill me. That'd be worth it. Do an entire stream like Lemoyne? That's one. That's a good one. Maybe I should donate to like a kink charity. People recovering, like pegging recovery or whatever. Carolina Reaper again? Oh, God. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go.
I believe lawyers would call that a slam dunk.
No! No! No, no! Yes, the defense attorneys, maybe. Slam dunk? Are you kidding? I believe lawyers would call that a slam dunk.
I believe so. Oh, wait.
No! Not even a fucking chance. Do you guys have... Do you have any idea how criminal law works? No. Not even close.
This is even better. Bias intimidation, aka...
This is even worse. Just say the opposite. Whatever Preston says, just listen and hear the opposite. Because this motherfucker's about to suggest that his white-pegged ass is now a victim of a hate crime. You identify as a male who is white. You are not in any possible... And you're not gay. Look, it was your wife, not another man. You ain't gay, bro. You just like getting your butt pushed in by a woman with a strap on. That's not gay. That's not black. That's not Mexican. That is nothing other than you still being a white man. Hate crime? You're gonna fucking try a hate crime as white guy getting pegged. Good luck. Oh, Jesus.
A hate speech. A person is guilty of the crime of bias intimidation if he commits, attempts to commit, or conspires with another person to commit, or threatens the immediate commission of an offense specified in chapters 11 through 16 of Title 2C, entries
18.
33-4. Oh, hey, that's this one right here, 33-4. So if he did this one right here, with a purpose to intimidate an individual or group of individuals because of race, color, religion, gender, disability.
That might be your race. Could be your race.
The only person discriminating against you based on your race was whatever woman was banging Leroy while you watched.
Sexual orientation? Gender identity?
Kink is not a sexual orientation. Getting pegged by a woman is not a sexual orientation. Are you gay? How much dick do you eat?
Or expression.
Ethnicity might be it, actually.
Your gender identity? Are you male? I am, but I present as a cuck. Oh, sorry. That's not a recognized gender expression. Still a dude. Just one we laugh at.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it could be ethnicity all along.
What have they been freaking out about? But
That's actually the interesting core of it.
Yeah. And this, by the way, classifies it as a hate crime.
Which is, and one thing...
Nobody hates you. They all laugh at you. And nobody wanted to laugh at you. Dear God, I guarantee nobody who said, this Preston Poltergeist is a weirdo. I wonder what would happen if anybody just looked for him. Oh my God! Nobody was like, I bet this guy gets pegged. Let's get him. Kidding me? Siren Jag says, is this Preston Polter? This is a police. We're here to investigate. Yeah, the force couldn't spare any other cops, but it's okay. I brought a soldier, a cowboy, a construction worker, a leather biker daddy, and a Native American chief. Ah! We're about done with this segment.
Before DA talks us something, this is it's kind of goofy, like hate crimes and cyber harassment. But the thing is, we don't have to take it seriously so much as the law, the government, New Jersey district attorney.
Yes, try and get the New Jersey district attorney to give a shit that someone laughed at you for getting pegged. Oh my God, are you a black guy that got shot? No. By a white guy? That's what they care about. You're in New Jersey. Or, well, the alleged crime is in New Jersey. Are you a black guy that got shot by a white guy? No. You're the opposite. You're even less likely to get any attention from these guys. Jesus criminy. I don't know if they say anything else here.
They are going to take it seriously.
They're not going to take it seriously. I can promise you they're not.
And anyways.
And meanwhile, look, we listen to Ethan talk about, and then his wife rammed his ass with a dildo. What a disgusting weirdo. What a sexual freak.
Yes! Now listen to the next thing he says after that.
Shit-eating. When he's sitting here saying that, we're just like, oh, that's Ethan. But you show that to somebody else, and they're like, motherfucker, what?
They're not saying, motherfucker, what about Ethan? Because your average jury person does not understand why you, the male, lay down and have a dildo rammed in your anus and then you lick it. I'm sorry. If you think the average person is more alarmed at Ethan in this situation than you have a skewed version of what even is a normie.
It's like, what's wrong with this guy?
What's wrong?
What's wrong with this guy? Now, mind you, they're talking about Ethan. But the moment that they find out that what he says happened, they're going to go, what's wrong with that guy? Here's a shit test for you. Get on the bus. Just get on a bus. When COVID's over, get on a bus. Sit down next to a guy in like a khakis and a polo shirt or whatever. And you're like, okay, you're on your way to work. It's casual Friday. Get it? Your name is probably Eric or Emmons. What do you think? What do you think about a guy who lays down and takes a dildo in his anus that's strapped onto his wife and then licks the dildo out? If you survive the next few minutes, that guy is going to be confused as shit about what just happened and why you're talking to him about some sexual deviant. Because the majority, that's the nature of kink, is that the majority doesn't understand the kink. Like, you can understand the nuance aspect of your kink all day, every day. That's fine. I have no problem with kink. It doesn't impact me in any meaningful way. But I don't get it. And neither will 9 out of the 10 people that you see on the average day. And if it's not never mind. I don't. Okay, Phoenix Orm says, hey, Nick, when are you going to have Mike Boudet from Sword and Scale back on? Possibly anytime. That guy's great. I enjoyed your show last time. Also, a poke to remind you about Nick Wright, in case you forgot. Have a good one, mate. Thank you. I don't know who Nick Wright is. Oh, wait. Yes, I do know what that is. Yes, so I'll bring that up in just a minute. Figget Tree says if he had any balls, he'd say, yeah, I recorded myself performing a degenerate act because I'm a degenerate cuckold. So what? Yes! Yes, absolutely. Hey, I recorded myself getting pegged because I enjoy the flavor or whatever. It doesn't. What does anybody say to that? Yeah, I like it. You should try it. Oh. Okay. I'm calling the police! Jesus Christ. But if you had any balls, you probably wouldn't be in the situation in the first place. Yeah, I read Just a Kid That Rants. I read every donation on both Streamlabs and on YouTube, but I do the $20 donations first and the rest of them a little bit later. Mithran Emrys says, and since when would Texas police be citing New Jersey law, FFS prissy? Of course they never would, right? They don't care.
I like that guy.
Is this guy from a halfway house? Yeah, I've seen a lot of normal.
The halfway house. Honestly, guys, they're asking if the average person is asking if the guy getting pegged is from a halfway house. And they're wrong about that. But that's what they're thinking. They're like, wait, that's so weird and outside of my normal experience. The norm is to be confused by kink. Otherwise, it's not kink, it's just sexy stuff. No normal person is confused by lingerie. But normal people are confused as fuck about tasing people for sexual pleasure. They don't get it. Or like, why would you let some chick kick you in the balls over and over? That's weird, bro. You might like it, but the normal person goes, that's a bit much for me. I don't know. I wouldn't want my partner to stomp on my nuts with stiletto heels.
People seeing Ethan like you know, clips are being shown to just strangers. That's kind of the new game, is show clips of Ethan to strangers and see like,
or now we're showing clips to strangers. Well, while we're at it, show a clip of Ethan to strangers and then show the clip of Preston to strangers and see which one makes them more uncomfortable.
Wow, what's wrong with this guy? He's so bitter and hateful and resentful. What's it about? Did they shoot his family to death in front of him? No, they just made fun of him on the internet.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, they just made fun of him on the internet. Is that what happened? Holy shit. As self-awareness approaches negative fucking infinity, the limit of my damn patience.
Him.
I'm pretty sure Nick Rekieta is like, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine.
He didn't even ask me, you weirdo.
But Nick Rekieta
just like he did with the ribbit coin.
Yeah.
And who was right about the ribbit coin? You? You're fucking wrong about the ribbit coin. How many you guys? Ethan Van Sciver committed consumer fraud. The ribbit coin. Is Ethan in jail over ribbit coin? Did Ethan pay 1 red penny to the government as punishment for ribbit coin? No. Guess what? No prosecutor on earth was going to take the ribbit coin case either. This fucking stupid. Are you guys counting the ribbit coin as a loss for what I said? I'm waiting for the charges to drop. I am waiting. I will just sit here and I'll wait until dead for those fucking ribbit coin charges to drop. Remember that shit? You guys sold that as if Ethan was done. The only thing Ethan was guilty of was maybe not fact-checking the ad copy he got from the fucking distributor. Oh my. Worst man on the planet. He refunded everybody, even if they didn't ask. And I bet a lot of them wouldn't have even asked. Because they actually like him. Now, I know that you guys have no idea what it's like to be liked by some people. But Jesus Christ, this is embarrassing.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, but I mean,
just like you did to Vic Mignogna. Yeah, everything's gonna be fine.
yeah, that's true.
I didn't tell Vic everything's going to be fine. I never once said everything's going to be fine. In fact, by the time I had ever even heard Vic's name, everything was already not fine. Hey, but DA Talks, keep listening to people out there when they just tell you whatever in a DM and don't provide any proof to you. Keep listening to that. That's a good strategy. It'll go very well for you.
Yeah. How did that work out?
I feel like you could replace Nick Rekieta with an 8-ball that every side said, you'll be fine.
Hey, you know what's funny? Is that in the overwhelming majority of life situations and literally every fucking thing you guys have brought up, you will be fine. If Preston had come to me and said, hey, Ethan's sharing videos of me getting pegged and making fun of me, I would have said, get pegged though? Yeah, you'll be fine. Who cares? Who fucking cares? Did you like it? Yeah, that's weird. But who cares? You'll be fine. Ethan's going to make fun of you. And then within 20 minutes, some new drama is going to come up. And who cares? You'll be fine. Hey, guess what? Hey, Ethan, on this one, on all of the cyber stalking, bullying, voyeur porn thing, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You know why you'll be fine? Because these guys are fucking retarded. Of course you'll be fine. Jesus Christ.
I mean, the thing is, yeah, the thing with Vic is weird because, like, oh, I wanted to be friends with him. I can't even show pictures. But with
Wrong. I am friends with him. I would love to post pictures, but I can't because if I post pictures, it causes him harm. That's stupid. Because of people like you. Do you understand? Of course they don't. Because of people like Thomas and Preston and Vicky and DA Talks. I can't post pictures of Vic and I golfing in Hawaii. I can't do it because of people like you who are too stupid to understand that if I happen to go to a convention where Vic also happens to be and we have a round of golf and a couple drinks, that's okay. And it doesn't mean that Vic endorses a fucking thing that I say. Because he doesn't endorse anything that I say. He has no say in it at all. But you four are so collectively retarded that you represent the entirety of internet autism in one stream. You're too goddamn stupid to understand that it doesn't matter. So yes, it's because of people like you that I choose not to post it. Of course, there's nothing physically preventing me from doing so. And if you meet me in person, I'll tell you all of the stories of fun times that Vic and I have had together in this great endeavor that is trying to save a man who is wrongly accused and got railroaded out of his career and thrown into the fucking gutter to die by people who called him his friends. And you four pathetic fucking pussies are trying to capitalize on that man's pain for your own gay ass pats and ass pegs. Listen to you. You're disgusting. You think you have a gotcha on me on this? And it's all premised on you being too stupid to understand that by the time I talked to Vic, it wasn't okay. And if I would have talked to Vic before that, maybe I could have made it okay. But I couldn't. It's a damn shame, really. Damn shame. I wish I could have talked to Vic before that. He seems like a nice guy. Had good conversations and good interactions with him. What happened to him is wrong. You guys don't even care. You guys don't even care because you're trying to score some sort of stupid dunk. And you're wrong on it. Embarrassing as shit, man.
Ethan, it's not even, it doesn't even come to that, but Ethan had bought off Nick Rekieta. I mean, that's kind of public knowledge at this point.
That's public knowledge? Ethan has bought me off as public knowledge? Why the fuck wasn't I informed? Epsilon Zero, when I say tism, I don't mean actual autism, I mean the internet version of autism. Where is the check, Ethan? Where's the check, Van Skyver? I know you're watching this, you son of a bitch. Where's the check?
I mean, look, I just read through these elements, and they are just like, motherfucker, like, if I'm the defense attorney, I don't see how you get out of that. And by the way,
that's why you're not a defense attorney and why you're a fucking embarrassment who gets pegged on the internet. Jesus Christ. Friday is a big brain panel. Friday is a big brain panel. Keon will be here. Josh will be here. I don't know if Stephen Birch will be here. Friday is a big brain panel. Come watch it. I will ask 2 former defense attorneys, Keon and Josh, what they think. I will ask them what they think about this case. As criminal defense, I mean, I'm a criminal defense attorney. They were criminal defense attorneys. I'll see if they can find a way out of this statute. I'm guessing they will have zero problem. I don't see how you can find a way out. Oh my God. Even if you go to law school, never, ever, ever enter criminal defense. You always see a way out.
way, I don't know if you know this, defending yourself at a criminal trial is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's why you hire a criminal defense attorney. That's why you, as a layman, Preston, I've heard you have a trust fund. I don't know. You kind of talk like an entitled little bitch. So maybe you do. I don't know. But you just hire a defense attorney. This case is cheap as fuck. You come to me with this case and I say, look, we're going to get this dismissed at pre-trial. I mean, you can pay me $1,000. And if anything's left over, I'll give it back. If we have to somehow, for some ungodly reason, go past your initial hearing, we'll discuss a payment program. But, oh my God, this is the easiest case on the fucking planet. Because this district attorney must have had a stroke to actually charge you. Jesus Christ, these people are dumb.
It's kind of, yeah, it's a bit of the important part. It's sort of about how you look.
Yeah.
These guys have no idea how criminal defense works, and they're talking about it as if they do. Are you guys criminals? I don't think you are. I can pretty much tell you've never been through the system at all. This isn't how any of this works.
Like, you have to come in, and meanwhile, here's the state, and everybody's got their tie, and they're going to put on...
Everybody's got their tie, so does you or your lawyer. What? You can't have a tie? What are you? What are you?
First witness against you who's going to be a...
When do you get to the witnesses? You think you get to witnesses in this case? I can tell you have no idea how this works. What witness? What witness in this case goes against you? Other than you, Preston. What witness other than Preston Poulter shows up for Ethan Van Skyver's trial? First witness against you, if you even get that far. What witness? Who is the prosecutor going to subpoena in New Jersey. Oh, wait a minute. You don't realize that you can't force someone from out of state who's not under the jurisdiction of New Jersey or Texas, for example, to show up in their court. You don't realize that. Who are you going to have as a witness? Are you, Preston, going to fly them there? Because the DA's not. They'll have to fly themselves down there as a witness. Because they'll have to come voluntarily. Because if they're out of the state has no power to subpoena them, to force them in. In fact, if it's a Dallas County officer, as you suggested, if they're in the next county, they have no power to subpoena them. Who are you going to get? You have to have a witness to Ethan's criminal act from Dallas. All right, Preston, who's that? Oh, wait, you don't fucking know how this works, do you? You're just some jackass with the supremacy complex thinking you have any idea because you read a statute online. What about the nuts and bolts of the defense of the criminal prosecution, Preston? What about actually forcing a fucking witness to testify? Who are you going to get? Oh, let me guess. You're going to get one of Ethan's friends. You're going to get discovery on them, right? In a criminal trial, you're going to get compelled discovery. Or you're going to get war campaign, right? The DA is going to hear about war campaign, right? And they're going to get all of war. They're going to force war campaign to turn over all their direct messages with Ethan Van Sciver. Who? They have to be in Dallas County. Who is it? Have you doxed all of them? Do you know who it is? That's right. You have no fucking idea how a criminal prosecution works. You dumb dildo. Get shoved up your own ass. If this were a civil case, you could maybe pontificate on some of this stuff with a modicum of credibility, but it's not. You said, this isn't going to be a civil case. It's a criminal affair. You fucking dummy. Criminal affairs are way harder than civil affairs. Way, way, way harder. You have so many rules. Who are you going to do? People are going to fly in from all over the country on their own dime. You think a DA, by the way, you think a DA who has to budget their income for rape kits for victims is going to spend thousands of dollars to fly some internet idiot from Seattle or California or Utah or wherever to Dallas, pay for them to go into a hotel for several days till they get questioned? You think that's going to happen? No, you'll have to have people voluntarily come to Dallas County to testify against Ethan. And by the way, Ethan gets to have a legal fight on every single one of them. Every single one of those witnesses gets to be challenged. What foundation for the witness? What did they witness? I'm sorry, they saw the link. We don't need a witness to show that you saw the link. Preston, you saw the link, right? Yes. Is the link publicly available? Yes. Okay. What do we need a witness for? You gonna bring in Thomas Royloop? What for? What did he witness? What criminal act of Ethan's did he witness? Did he witness him click upload? You're going to force his wife to testify against him? Maybe his daughter. That's it. You're going to fly Ethan Van Sciver's daughter down to testify against him? What are you going to do? I witnessed him make the tweet. They will have to prove that Ethan actually made the tweet in the first place. Or the video. Who witnessed it? Everybody witnessed it. It's now... Okay, do you admit to the you could just verify the authenticity of the video? You now don't need a witness. What witness, Preston? You're so far out of your fucking depth And trust me, your depth seems to be at least 10 inches. That's pretty impressive, but you're so far out of your depth that it's embarrassing.
Cop, and he's going to sit there and be like, John Law, respectable guy. And then he's going to talk about all the crazy shit.
And then show Ethan.
Who is going to be a respectable witness against Ethan Van Sciver? The cop? You think a cop is going to sit there and witness against Ethan Van Sciver? For what? Well, I looked up these videos. Here's what they are. Here are the links to them. I verified that they're accurate as of this date. Did you witness him making the videos? No. Did you look at the pegging video? Yeah. What do you think the cop's going to say? He's John Law. He's going to be all professional. What do you think he's going to say? All he can do is verify that he followed links to Ethan Van Sciver's YouTube page and Twitter page. That's literally it. You ask any question outside of, did you personally click on the link and review the material? And you get objected to. Foundation. Relevance. What is it? All the cop is there to do, the only thing the cop can be there to do, is to testify to the authenticity and the process by which he looked at the material. That's it. He can't do anything else. He can't even give his opinion on what the material says. Because you'd go to the material. Is this material authentic? As far as I can tell, I clicked on the publicly available YouTube link, and there it was. That's literally it. Well, what did you think about it? Objection, Your Honor. He's asking to give an opinion. He's not an expert on getting pegged. Or, if he claims to be, let me voir dire this guy and ask him about his pegging history. You think a cop is going to sit on the stand under oath and talk about what he knows about getting pegged?
Fucking wiling out on stream. Yeah. By the way,
if you even get to show any of those videos, all you get to prove are the elements of the crime. All you get to show, you probably don't even get a video. You probably just get whatever link Ethan shared, the authenticity of that link. Wilding out on videos. What do you think this is? It's a criminal trial. Objection, Your Honor, relevance. Objection, Your Honor, relevance. Objection, Your Honor, this is prejudicial without probative value of any kind. We know he shared the link from the Twitter. Why do we have to watch his video to show that his Twitter shared a link? The question for the jury is about whether or not he shared the link. That's the advertisement, right? Right, Preston? Talking about the link isn't an advertisement. Saying this cuck got pegged on television for everybody to see. That's not advertisement. That's nothing. The advertisement's the link. You said it yourself. The dissemination of the material is the link, right? Right? If he's not sharing it on a live stream, wilding out, what do you think this is? Stop watching Law and Order. Oh my God.
DA Talks, do you remember what you were going to say?
Yeah, no, I was going to ask just how idiotic this Tyler person is in the comment section, because he goes, well, did anyone actually threaten you? No, they just...
Did anyone actually threaten you? That's a good fucking question under the statute, right?
Yes, they just detailed
you
the
must
crime.
have. First off, yes, I was threatened at Wizard World Portland, after which I became so concerned for my safety, I purchased a gun.
Did you report that threat to the police? Preston, if you were fucking actually credibly threatened in Wizard World Portland, did you report the threat to the police? That's what you do about that. Who threatened you? Was it Ethan? Because that, if not, that's irrelevant.
Oh, I want a gun.
You didn't have one already?
Hey, I want a gun.
I got one now.
Yeah, you're in. You're in Texas. I thought you'd just get one in the
I
mail.
know.
There we go. There's Texas.
I understand other people out there in the world are like, you weren't under any real threat. I'm like, that's not your decision.
That's not up. Even if it's true that you weren't under any threat, it's not for them to decide. It's for you to decide. Well, so even if I said
wrong. Jesus Christ, wrong! No, it's absolutely... Being threatened is a reasonable person objective standard. Would a reasonable person under the facts feel threatened? That's it. It's not for you to decide. If it was subjective, everybody would feel threatened all the time. I didn't get my coffee in time at Starbucks. I'm threatened. You can't say anything about it because I felt threatened. It's ludicrous to suggest that a subjective assessment of threat is viable. It's an objective standard. So no, it's not just whatever you think is a threat. You're talking criminal behavior or even civil behavior. You have to have reasonable people because the four of you are objectively unreasonable. You're stupid. You're just dumb and you're biased against someone. And if we had subjective standards for everything, it wouldn't matter at all what anybody actually did truthfully because you could just say, I was threatened by the hoagie, and they would go to jail for threatening you with a hoagie. Why did I do this stream tonight? I was happy. I was having a good Memorial Day. I was having a good time. Here we are, talking about utter fucking stupidity. Cesario JPN says, wait, Nick, you got paid off with money by EVS? EVS only paid me off in Cyberfrog comics. Look, I got paid in Ribbit Coin. I heard they're genuine and legit. Raw silver, baby. I got gypped hard. Damn you, EVS, damn you. Legal disclaimer, this is merely a joke and is for entertainment purposes only. I got paid off in silver Ribbit Coin. Haha! Laugh to all you cucks who got silver-plated Ribbit Coin. I got 99.9% sterling silver Ribbit Coin. None of y'all did. That was only for the payoff of the lawyer. Get screwed. Okay. Okay. This video segment took way longer than I anticipated. But I've accomplished, I think, my goal. I accomplished, I think, my goal. The revised statutes are the ones you have to go off of. The revised as of 2019. Last I checked, big ups, we're in 2020. Big ups to COVID, we're in 2020. Big ups. So you have to go with the most recent versions of the statutes. This statute is not in any way intended to cover whatever Preston thinks it is. This statute is intended to cover voyeurism. Period. Maybe revenge porn. But regret porn is not revenge porn. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. I hope you guys will be able to see this. Where did it go? Tell EVS to hang out and chat instead of just stream sniping. No, EVS said he's not going on any shows. Not going on any shows, and he doesn't need to be on here. He doesn't need to be on here. Take a look at this. I'm going to click on something here. Do you guys see this? Let's bring this down a little bit. This is from Preston's comic. This is from Mr. P's Picks, right? Now, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let's see. Yeah, I can show this. That's okay. I give full consent to EVS to stream snipe me. No problem. Here we go. Mr. P, 46, male, switch. Orientation straight, active just in the bedroom or whatever. Dallas, Texas, United States. Here's his profile. I can't scroll down on it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Trying to... I mean, I can't show you the other pictures. But it's Preston in a sit on my face chair. Right? This is his profile. This is the problem. This is his profile. And let me see if I can find it real quick. We'll just go ahead and... Damn it, Kiwi Farms. I love you guys, but Jesus, sometimes you get wrapped up in drama that I'm not interested in, and it makes it hard for me to go through the drama that I am interested in. I want to find this. Yes, and I know I'm supposed to have found this earlier. I get it. I'm bad, but I was dealing with kids and stuff like that, so I apologize. I'll find it in just a moment. We're gonna find Preston's posts. Here we go. Look at this. This is the same forum, right? Here. Outed and kink shamed to the comic book community by Mr. P 5 days ago. Hey everyone, I make comic books now. It's a world of crazy, vindictive, petty people. A competitor who particularly hates me had someone dig up some of the old FetLife stuff and posted all over Twitter and YouTube. Here is my YouTube reaction video addressing the ordeal. That's from 5 days ago, right? From whenever this post was yesterday, so 6 days ago now. Okay? Over 10 years ago. How to Break Your Man, Tease and Denial with Strap-On by Mr. P. Was one of our earliest productions ruined due to poor camera work. I salvaged as much as I could and made it a free video. Here's his erotica, Cult of One by Mr. P. We won't go through that stuff. Guys. Do you want to know who shared the videos? Preston. Preston shared the videos. 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago, whatever it is. And then, like a dumb idiot, went ahead and posted under the same profile that he was now being harassed. And I showed you the picture from the same Mr. P. It's all the same account. It's all the same profile picture, same screen name, same kink community. It's his comic book. I do comics now. It's great. It's great. You just validated that you shared the video. Why? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Just a second. What is happening? Someone said to check my DMs on Twitter, but I'm not seeing anything new or whatever. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. There's nothing else that needs to be said. EVS wants to know why you never invite him on the show to make fun of Preston. Oh, EVS, buddy. One, I'm in your pocket. You tell me when to come on the show. Two, you're always invited. But I figured you were busy tonight. You got the black flag thing, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. Because I actually... Is Fraga on with EVS? Is that a thing? Is he actually on there? I don't know. If Fraga is on with EVS, I actually have Youngblood #1. And it's beautiful. I love the art. I can go find it if you want. I have it. It's right over. It's right over there. It's in a box though. So Fraga, Black Flag. Let's talk about this real quick. Let's do this. For someone whose art I've liked ever since forever, and I'm not you guys know me, right? I'm not a comic. He didn't work on that? I don't know. I thought he did Youngblood on, right? Or he did Youngblood? This looks like fucking Youngblood. And I thought that was in the weird video. Here we go. Here we go. This is Black Flag. I'm gonna do this because snipe their stream. It'll be super Inception. I don't like to stream snipe. I don't like the format of it. Guys, there's an hour left on Black Flag. The art is cool. Look at this. Go check it out on Indiegogo. You can go on Van Skyver's stream and get the details. I don't know about it. I just heard that he had something to do with Youngblood back in the day, right? And this, isn't this big purple guy from Youngblood or something close? Youngblood #0. I have that too. I bought a lot of Image comics when they first kind of started up. I liked them. No, he wasn't purple. The Youngblood guy was gray. That was gray. So, anyway, here it is. I've never talked to Dan Fraga. I don't know anything about him other than a very brief thing. I know he's got 1 hour left. And look, he's on Ethan's show. Ethan's a better salesman than I am. But here you go. Fraga Boom's Black Flag Pineapple Perception comic. You can check it out. This is the 90s shit that everybody wants in comic books to come back, me included. And I'm not a big comic book guy, but this is cool art, big ass guns, big titty women. What more could you possibly want in a comic than this? You know, if you are a comic book guy, go buy it. And look, if you get the add-ons, you get the add-ons or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Go support it. There's 1 hour left, and this is my final pitch for it. This is my final pitch. Frega rhymes with Sega. Okay, well, I'm saying Fraga. Maybe it's Fraga. The Ethan Inception goes too deep. It goes too deep. Fraga, Fraga. There you go. That's what it is. It's All an Op by Ethan Van Sciver. So guys, check that out if you like it. Support him. Look, support good comics because all we have are shitty ones. There you go. There you go. He did work on some of Youngblood. Well, very cool. Youngblood was cool, man. I liked the early Image stuff. I liked Wild Things. I liked Cyberforce better, but Wild Things was more popular, I think. So it got more of the attention. But anyway, yeah. And I still want my Image lingerie edition. That's what I really want. I saw it. I should have bought it. It was in a dollar bin somewhere, and I was like, I should buy this, but Lady Raggeds is with me. I should have bought it then because it was cool and sexy, and that needs to come back to comics. Why the hell are we apologizing for having cool and sexy stuff in comics ever? I said Wildcats, didn't I? What did I say? I've had a couple liquors. I said Wild Things. No, Wild Things is a shitty Kevin Bacon movie. I meant Wildcats. You're right. Sorry. Grifter. The guy who is... I liked Ripclaw or whatever. Was it Warblade? God, I can't remember their names anymore. The chick was Voodoo. Very hot. Ass titty. Oh my God. You guys. But I have it all. I have them all in there in my comic book things. Anyway, good job, guys. Go support that. Look, I don't know what else to say on the Preston thing. These people are flat out wrong on the law. They're flat out wrong on it. There's nothing else they can do. There's nothing else they can say. They're flat out wrong. Not only are they wrong, they're reading the wrong statute. They're reading that statute incorrectly, and Congress took steps to clarify that they were reading that statute incorrectly. It's almost like Congress was like, whoa, you know, in the future, some jackass from Texas named Preston is going to read this statute wrong. We better clarify that we want this to be about voyeur porn. Oh, let me do this. I didn't talk about this enough. Real quick. By real quick, it's probably going to be hours. I got to not do this for hours. Expectation of privacy is an element of this issue, of this crime, right? Let's do this way. So, reasonable person would not expect to be deserved or observed. This is consent. Okay. That's all that really matters. A reasonable person would not expect to be observed. This is immediately destroyed, as I said earlier, by the camera. Camera itself is being observed. You're being observed by a camera. You can maintain a reasonable expectation of privacy. Oh my God. Between two people by by having a camera but keeping it private, okay? Let me hypothetically suggest, if you share a video of you getting pegged to even a small group of people, to even one person who wasn't there, okay? You, wife, peg, right? Private. Video, private, so long as it's not given to anybody else. The moment you give that video to one other person, you cannot in any way say you did not expect to be observed. Because if I record a video of me and give it to one person, and say, watch this, I expect them to observe me. I gotta notice Ethan's nose, or the noses won't stop. Is this the war campaign harassment I've heard about? I will not bend to the harassment. You can meme dildos in my nostrils all day, war campaign. You can't stop me. Can't stop me. I will never bow to the nose. All right. If you give a video to one person, you are necessarily expecting to be observed. I give videos to people and I expect to be observed, and they don't, because they're mean. They don't observe me. They don't watch my video. Rude. Rude. But I still expect to be observed. Of course. Any reasonable person who shares a video link with someone else expects to be observed. It doesn't matter if it's one person. It doesn't matter if it's a small group of people who all like getting pegged and their wives make them watch it or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like The Rock said in Wyclef's treatise on mattering, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you take a video of you getting pegged and then you give that video to one person, to 5 people, to 10 people, to 100 people, it doesn't matter how many times they say, really, bro, we won't share this. You are expecting to be observed. There is no possible way to read the statute other than that. There isn't a way. There's nothing you can do about it. You gave it to somebody. You don't even have to share it to the internet. Here's a bad thing for Preston. Say Preston never uploaded the video to the internet. There is plenty of fucking evidence that Preston uploaded these videos, or his wife did with his consent. Plenty of evidence. Go find it. A lot of it's cataloged on Kiwi Farms. Preston can deny it. He can deny it. Maybe he says, that wasn't me. That was someone impersonating me 10 years ago and is still doing so, and I hate them. Great. Okay. Perfect. How'd they get the video? How'd they get the video? If the answer is literally anything other than they stole it from my private collection, you shared it, right? You don't have to upload it to the internet. You gave it to your cousin because you're a degenerate, and so is your cousin. You're like, hey man, watch this. Okay. And your cousin goes, why in shit would you send me this video? Doesn't matter. You hand a VHS tape to someone on a bus. Watch this video of me getting pegged. Huh? It doesn't matter. If you gave it to one other person than just you and the wife, you expected to be observed. The only possible excuse you have is that someone stole your private copy and uploaded it without your consent. And then, guess who the crime is against? That person. Not Ethan, not War Campaign, not Sheila, not me, not anybody else who's talked about it, made fun of you. Whoever stole it. And if they did that, and I don't believe this for a moment, they're a real piece of shit and you're a real victim. But I think you uploaded that thing. I think you were proud to have a dildo in your ass. I think that was your kink. I think the weirdest fucking thing in the world is that you did a video owning up to all of that. And then when I asked you to come on, you bitched out. Which was a dick move, but fine. But then you went on to say that I was dumb when I talked to you in private, trying to tell you that you're being stupid. You don't have a case. Nothing about this follows the criminal statute. What did you say to me? You said, you know some of the law, but clearly not this one or whatever, right? Because you fucking do, you dumb fucking peg victim motherfucker. What on earth do you think qualifies you to talk about this in any way? I tried to help you. You could have come on my show. You could have made fun of Ethan Van Sciver's nose. You could have said, hey, that nose is almost big enough to peg me, but yours is actually big enough. Everyone would have laughed. You could have sold your fucking comic book. You could have said anything you wanted about Ethan. You could have called him the meanest person. You could have said, listen, this guy delved into my sex life. What a weird degenerate Ethan is. Yeah, you could have done any of that. But what did you do? First, bitched up. Second, pulled the cuck move. Third, went on another stream and got haughty. And fourth, insulted me like a fucking dumbass. While you were wrong about all of it. What were you thinking? I would have sold your book. I don't care that you got pegged. That's your deal. I'll laugh about it. Drex will laugh about it. I think Drexel's degenerate too. I laugh about it. Who cares at the end of the day what you like to do in the bedroom? Jesus Christ. Would have sold your fucking book. Would have said, you know what? You're an okay guy. Thanks for talking. Very cool of you. Instead, that Rekieta doesn't know what he's talking about. All the while being fucking incorrect on what version of the law you're even looking at and then reading it all wrong. You're so goddamn dumb. I can't even picture being you. So enjoy it. Dumbass. Not only are you bad at the law, you miscalculated the marketing opportunity to sell your books, which might be cool, to thousands of people who otherwise don't give a shit about your existence. Why? Why? Based on what? And by the way, all of your weird theories and justifications for not coming on my show are all strangely disparaging of me. And I didn't disparage you. I mean, I laughed. I laughed that your cuck videos were found because, dude, it's funny. It's absolutely hilarious that you argued with people on the internet and had your cuck videos found. Hey, guess what? Preston, I argued with people on the internet and they found an old blackface picture of me that I forgot existed. That's funny. Schadenfreude comes to all of us. Schadenfreude comes to all of us, my friend. Of course. Of course it's funny. You uploaded it. You did it. Now, what do? You laugh. It was 10 years ago. You still into it? Cool. If not, also cool. Yeah, that was a mistake. Ow, still can't sit down. Good joke. Nothing. You think I'm in EVS's pocket? You think I'm like some EVS clone? I love Doug. Doug's my man. EVS is my man. Hate that they fight. I like them both. What do you think you are? I don't care what EVS's opinion of you is. I didn't invite him on the show with me and Drexel. It was just me and Drexel. And you. So you bitched out. Then I added Ty. Listening to Thomas Royloop? Guy begged me to report on the Ribbitcoin fraud. I just ignored him because he was stupid then. You know what? Thomas Royloop. If you want some dumb thing from Thomas Royloop, Thomas has been on my show. You know that, Preston. You know that, Preston. Thomas has been on my show. It was the first show I ever did with Ethan, I believe. First debate, anyway. And he came on here and he told Ethan Van Sciver that he should get away from print comics and go digital, baby. Webcomic all the way. Now, what? $1.8 million later, who's right? Shitty webcomics with 700 subscribers? Or Ethan Van Sciver with $1.8 million? Who are you taking marketing advice from? Who are you taking legal commentary from? What are you thinking, man? Could have come on here. I don't care. Ethan's free to dislike whoever he wants. I'm not going to police that. People who Ethan dislikes are free to dislike him. I'm not going to police that. Not my fight. But you got this dumb narrative pegged into your anus, went into your brain, that somehow Ethan's fight is my fight. I don't care. I think it's funny. That's all. Of course I think it's funny. If you found a video of me getting pegged, it'd be fucking funny. You won't. Anyway, I don't understand people. I never will. I never will. Acting in the opposite of their self-interest. Acting in the opposite of their self-interest is the weirdest thing. With enough Photoshop, we will. There you go. There you go. And that'll be funny too. Deepfake me getting pegged, that's funny. I don't know what to say. What do you want me to stop you from doing it? Oh, God. All right. Huge EVS fan. Big respect to me. But big respect to me. Bearded Doog. I'm a huge EVS fan too. Of course. I like the guy. I think he's great. Love to have him on. Ethan, by the way, since you're stream sniping, I'll challenge you live on air. You said you're not going on any other show. You're invited on my show this week. Pick a day. Or next week if this week doesn't work out. Pick a day. I'd love to talk about whatever. We don't even have to talk about this stuff. We can talk about anything. You're always funny. We have good talks about toys and shit. So, anyway, pressure's on, buddy. How far into your pocket am I? Anyway, okay. Let's go ahead and do these damn chats. Look, the ultimate, the summary of this stream is simple. 1, let me get to the most important point of this stream. Lagavulin 8-year is almost half the price of Lagavulin 16-year, okay? It has 22% more alcohol by volume, so it's 48% liquor in this. It is barely less smooth. It is all of the kick you in the face that Lagavulin is, unapologetically. I give it every thumbs up I can imagine. Buy it. It's great. Lagavulin got a tariff on it. Thanks, Trump, you asshole. Almost enough to lose my vote. Lagavulin got a tariff on it of something like $15 to $20 a bottle. And the price jumped $15 to $20 a bottle. So now if you can find an 8, it's the 16 is running $99. The 8 is running $60. So there you go. That's the most important message of the stream. Lagavulin 8 is great. Second most important message of the stream. Is it ever, under any circumstances, okay to be a cuck? No! No. It's never okay to be a cuck. And you know how I know it's not okay to be a cuck? This is empirical proof that it's not okay to be a cuck. Preston's taking down the videos. Preston's taking them down. He owned it in his video, which was commendable, but he's ashamed of it in reality, which is not commendable. But even cucks know it's not okay to be a cuck. So that's the second most important thing. Third most important thing is making fun of you on the internet is not a crime. Criminal activity happens when you start sending links to family members, friends, pestering someone. Harassment is a legal definition that is going beyond ordinary behavior. Ethan, me, whoever, we can host live streams and videos talking about your public porn videos. We can do it all day. What we can't do is make a bunch of videos and send the links to you like every hour, causing you distress. Can't do that. I would never in my life make a video about someone and send it to them. And I strongly recommend none of you do either. That could be harassment. Or don't send someone else's video about them to them. That could be harassment if you mean it in a mean way. Don't do that. Don't harass people. Laugh at people from the sidelines. Life is laughing from the sidelines. Look, that's what that Alanis Morissette song, Ironic, was entirely about. Laughing from the sidelines, right? Rain on your wedding day. Free rent. It's not about irony. It's about laughing at life and the circumstances that you end up in. If you can laugh at other people, you got to be able to laugh at yourself. It's all good. It's all fine. Don't harass people. Don't send them messages. Don't call them. Harassment started, by the way, as late phone calls. Late at night phone calls. 2, 3 a.m. You keep calling them, waking them up when they got to go to work the next day. Sending an age before the internet. That's harassment law. Sending them things to bother them, to distract them, to annoy and pester them, to a point where it has an appreciable impact on their life. Like, not a minor annoyance. Not like, oh, that sucks. But like, oh, God, I got to wake up again because my phone, my hardline phone in 1978 is ringing every fucking 10 minutes. That's what harassment law is based off of. And if you want to understand what harassment is, again, remember, First Amendment principles, which means you read things narrowly as possible. What is harassment? It's the act of reaching into someone's life in a way that they cannot simply avoid or should not be reasonably expected to avoid. Of course, you could unplug your phone, right? If someone's calling you every 10 minutes. That's unreasonable because you might have an emergency call in the middle of the night. Someone could die. Someone could go to the hospital. You can have an emergency. You might need to go help someone. They're in a car accident. Unreasonable for you to unplug your phone. You shouldn't be reasonably expected to turn off your ringer, right? So if someone is calling you consistently, that's harassment. All hours of the night. If someone is messaging you, sending you links of something humiliating over and over and over, that's harassment. Someone is sending it to your significant other, your boss, your mom, your dad, over and over and over again, demanding that they look at your degeneracy. That could be harassment. Someone over there makes a video and shares the link just publicly, just generally, hey, I'm doing a video tonight, and you click on the link, you're not harassed, you're fucking dumb. That's it. Don't watch videos where people mock you. And then you won't be mocked. Who cares? By the way, whoever you are out there right now who thinks you're not being mocked, I'm mocking you for something. Pick it. It doesn't matter. You know your dark secrets better than I do. I'm mocking you. I think you're a degenerate scumbag, whoever you are. Live with that. It's okay. Anyway, okay, we're going to read the chats. This has been a disaster of a show, but I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, we're going back to Ronversations by proxy. Tomorrow, we're going back to Ronversations by proxy. We're going to finish Ron's participation in the regular thread, and then at some point, we're going to transition with hormone therapy into Ron's Ask Me Anything. Ron didn't ask me anything on Kiwi Farms. I assume it's just bullshit, but we will do that. Okay? Can you say hi, Comicsgate? Of course I can, Pete Callan. Hi, Comicsgate. Guys, I have always been a friend of Comicsgate, but I'm also a friend of independent creators who are away from Comicsgate. I don't believe in purity testing and gatekeeping in anything. I do believe in the independent market, and I believe in people's success. I believe in Preston's success. I hope his fucking comic's successful. Despite all of this, I still hope his comic does well. I want people to make stuff. Make stuff! Make your fucking dreams come true. Why are you slogging away at a 10-hour job? Make your goddamn dreams come true for yourself. Everybody wants you to succeed. Go succeed. Now, you might not. You might not. If you ask me to be an independent painter, you will be fucking disappointed. I am not a good artist. I am shit at it. It's great. Make yourself, oh my God, free yourself of all of these ties if you can. I want everybody to succeed, even dumb cucks like Preston. Go do it. Anyway. Okay. Let's read these chats. I keep getting distracted, and that's because the drinking is perfect on this stream. What is Preston's book? I don't know. I'm not going to actively promote it. He had the chance to do that. He lost it. There are very few people who have lost their opportunities on the stream. Preston's one of them. It's a shame. Would have gladly promoted his book, but now I won't. I hope he succeeds still, but I'm not going to contribute to it. Malik Foxon says, oh Lord, Preston's going to be the butt of jokes here for a while. You done fucked up, sir. Nope. Today. By the way, I don't have any plans to talk about Preston beyond today. Now, if Preston responds and there's a bunch of stupid shit, of course I'm going to talk about it then. But this is it. This is it. I don't have any desire to pound on the guy. I'm not his wife. These hands. Says the CDC has urged anti-vax parents not to dress their children as Batman this Halloween. Their quote is saying the last thing people want is more unvaccinated bats running around. Come on now. Come on now. These hands says 177013. Happy reading, everyone. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Peg this says back Black Flag on Indiegogo. And yes, go back Black Flag. Guys, 90s comics. Golden age of glory. Big boobies. Big guns. Swords. Sword fingers. Giant growing monstrous big guys. Traditional tropes in comic books are at maximum. Go buy it. That's the shit we want. Do you really want a protagonist with an existential crisis on identity of whether or not they're a squirrel or a woman? Like, honestly, is that what you fucking want? Do you want Iron Man to be torn between whether or not he's Tony fucking Stark, a super genius inventor with all sorts of credentials under his belt, or Riri, a random Mary Sue? Like, what do you want out of comics? If you want tits, guns, swords, back Black Flag. Back Comicsgate. Comicsgate is tits, guns, and swords personified. I don't want anything else. Why would you? Even now, I went to HawaiiCon. I bought Medieval Spawn and Witchblade. Did you guys see this? Where is this? Where did I even put it? Hold on. There it is. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Medieval Spawn and Witchblade. Swords and tits. And the only reason it's not guns is because it's Medieval Spawn. Look at that. Here's another one. Yep. Swords, tits. There's another one. Even more shameless. Perfect. 90s comics fam. Buy it. That's what we want, right? And if you don't want that, why are you buying comics and not just watching Kotaku all day? Ugh. That's the dream. Anyway, I went to HawaiiCon. I bought Witchblade. Medieval Spawn and Witchblade. The moment I found out it existed, I bought it. I was like, yes! This is what comics should be. Guys, back these campaigns on Indiegogo that know what comics should be. Why would you buy anything else? Why would you buy shit? Why would you buy Gay Iceman? No one wants Gay Iceman. Even Gay Iceman doesn't want Gay Iceman. Here we go. Here we go. Let's put this up. $141,246. I think since I mentioned it, there's been like 70 backers. Fantastic. Should I buy this? Should I buy Black Flag? What level should I buy? Ash can? I don't want an ash can. Color cover. Line art cover. No. 2 signed books. 2 books and 2 ash cans. The Mega Box. Comic ash can and head sketch. Oh, that's cool. Head sketch only. Why would I pay $100 for it? Fraga? Why would I buy a head sketch only when I could buy a comic ash can and head sketch? That's weird. Ammunition load up. That's 2 of each plus a bunch of ash cans. Huge thanks and name checked. I don't know what that means. Mind blown. What the fuck is this? 1 of each of Black Flag Pineapple Perception #1 covers signed by Dan Fraga. It was a signed limited black and white archive edition of the 1994 Ashcan mailed to you in a Gemini shipper. Die a legend. See yourself get killed in this issue of Black Flag? 2 out of 3 claimed? Oh my goodness. We're doing it, fam. Whoops. That's the wrong one. We're doing it. Dan, you better fucking kill me in a heroic way. Cover preference. 1 of each cover. Continue to payment. $1,000, huh? Let's do it. Someone buys it before me, I'm going to be pissed. Here we go. Let's see. Card number. There we go. I agree. Submit payment. What? Oh. Did I get it? Did I get it? There we go. All right, let's pull this up here. Look at that. Thank you for contributing to this campaign. Contribution ID is number 2108. Let's check it out. They have the recent backers listed somewhere. I don't know how to show it. Here, I can show it this way. Mind blown. Right there. 3 out of 3 claimed. What up, suckers? What up? What up? So there you go. All right. Dan, I know you're stream sniping with Ethan. I hope you kill me well, my friend. I hope you kill me well. And don't tell my wife that I spent $1,000 on your comic book. She'll kick my ass, and that'll be great. I'm just kidding. She wouldn't care. Brian Dewig says, what are the odds that Nick is taken out in the issue by a lemon-sucking mosquito? That'd be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. I hope so. I hope so. All right, let's get back to this regret inbound. Oh my goodness. Let's get back to these chats. Dan Fraga, if you're not buying a bottle of Lagavulin after that, I don't know what you're doing. Gets killed in the comic by Lady Raggets for spending $1K on the comic. Damn. That would be rough. Just go to contributions to show it. Where's that? I don't know how to show it. Where's contributions? Is it on my thing? I don't know. Whatever. Top right circle. Oh, I'm not even logged in, though. I'm not even logged in. So, we'll see. Hopefully Dan can see it. How's that? Top right fucking circle. Is that it? You guys are distracting me, and that's a shame. What if I do this? Here we go. Check your email for password creation link. Oh, God damn it. I didn't buy it under my thing. I just bought it as whatever. Declare bankruptcy a la DSP. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Oh no. I'm buying all sorts of leave. There we go. I'm not going to do a login thing. The number is up. We're at 142,667. Here I am saying we as if I did anything to make this happen other than buy the comic. Guys, there you go. 142,667. I'll leave it up as I read the rest of the chats. Okay. Hated 7 Days to Die says, hey, Nick, 2020 has been busy. Was not able to attend a single live chat Wednesday yet. No, you gotta come to live chat Wednesday. Talk about all sorts of fun stuff. Also, I'm a month behind in live streams. Any new stuff on Vic's case? Vic's case, the next date, it got pushed back. June 19th. June 19th. By the way, fam, I am going to Anime Matsuri in Houston. I believe Lady Rackets will be with me. I'll confirm it as soon as I can. Lady Rackets and I will be going to to HawaiiCon in Hawaii in September on Kona. I believe Parents Rackets may be there as well. If you want to come, hang out. Guys, HawaiiCon. HawaiiCon hasn't even invited me this year. By the way, HawaiiCon, they haven't even invited me this year. That's fine. I'll go as a fan if I have to. But I'm going to go to HawaiiCon this year with Lady Rackets, and Parents Rackets will be there as well. If you want to come, hang out, have some food. I'm going to go buy some Simon or whatever. Ramen on Hawaii is called. Let's do it. Let's do it. Go to HawaiiCon. You're not going to any other conventions this year. Go to HawaiiCon. I hope they do have me as a guest again this year. That would be great. I just haven't talked to them about it. It's not personal. I love them. The people on the board of HawaiiCon are fantastic, and I support them very much. So I'm glad they'll have it. You should sing with Vic this time. Oh, that'd be a disaster. I don't want Vic to seem like a bad singer. Intimidator 0108 says, hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend, Nick. I find it laughable that King Thomas of Kauai claims that he has you shook up after implying that you're in EVS's pocket on Twitter. Guy's a complete idiot. Look, Thomas Royloop has never been lauded for his intelligence. But, you know, that's that. No, I don't think I'm shook up. The only thing that shook me is how hard I have laughed at this whole pegging endeavor. It's really funny. It's a shame. But anyways, that's good stuff. Okay, back to this. Guys, live chat Wednesday. Every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on the Discord, I do a live chat. It's nothing special. It's just a chance to chat with me. But the only way you get access to the Discord is through Patreon, New Project 2, or Super Lawyer status on YouTube. One of my Discord admins, Keck, will not forgive me if it gets mentioned and I don't shill it. I'm the worst salesman on the planet. You want to join Live Chat Wednesday? Those are the three options. $5 plus a month gets you into the Discord. $10 plus a month gets you voice access. I don't know why anyone would pay it, but I'm happy that everyone who does. So it's also a way to just support the show as well. Even if you can't make Live Chat Wednesday, Patreon, New Project 2. If you want to be a Dick Master simp, do New Project 2. If you want to be a Jack Conte cuck or whatever, do Patreon. It doesn't matter to me. Both of the platforms support me, and that's great. So, and if you don't want to ever talk to me, don't do that. Don't do Discord. I would never demand someone do it in any way. If it's something that you like, that's great. Also, and I am publicly admitting my failure. Cooking streams are coming. And I will do multiple cooking streams. Guys, COVID has ruined my kitchen in so many ways. I was going to do a cooking stream the other day with my grill, but my grill broke and I'm waiting for a replacement part on it. So cooking streams are also available to the subscribers as well. Shill your second channel too. Yes, Rekieta Media is a second channel where there is nerd stuff, not law stuff. So that's out there as well. And if there is a weekday that goes by where you don't see a YouTube live stream on here, it's probably on Rekieta Media. Okay? That is a non-law related live streams go on Rekieta Media. It's a backup channel and it's for just fun content. I guess it's fun for me. I hope it's fun for you. Rekieta Media. Make sure you subscribe to that if you want to. If you're here for the law content, don't subscribe to Rekieta Media. If you're here for me shit-talking things, go subscribe to Rekieta Media. And there's some more short videos on there coming soon. It is not being just a backup streaming channel. COVID has really fucked up my entire house. Not in bad ways, just in annoying ways. And so that being said, things have just been a little slow, but all of that stuff is coming. And guys, if you're into this sort of thing, if you like stuff that is nerdy, I got a limited edition copy of Death Watch. I believe the 8th edition rulebook in a big fucking metal case. And it is metal in both ways. It's metal as fuck, and it's also made of metal. Death Watch being a Warhammer 40k Space Marine chapter, where the other chapters lend members to the Death Watch to fight the Xenos. It is cool as shit, and I have it. It's coming soon. A review walkthrough of it is coming soon. So, if you like that type of stuff, I mean, that's on the other channel. Yeah, Spectre. You shut your mouth. Mercenary X says, well, I just broke my SJW cherry. Apparently bringing up facts about Nazis being left-wing and Hitler being a proid socialist drives these people insane. They dismiss incontrovertible proof and evidence out of hand. Now they blocked me and are spamming my Facebook. Well, there you go. If someone spams your Facebook, you win automatically. Just a kid that rants. Oh my goodness. I'm burping up the Lagavulin. Just a Kid That Rants says, hey, there's a scumbag YouTuber named Repzion who filed a false police report on me, a 16-year-old, claiming I was in possession of child pornography. But I put a public image of his camgirl girlfriend in a folder to prove she was doing sexual stuff behind his back, which is now censored in the photo of evidence against them. Does that count as revenge porn or even doxing, as some people believe? To violate any privacy laws, thanks. Wait, Repzion accused you of this? Just a Kid That Rants, will you please email me? rekietalaw@rekieta.org. You can find it in the description. Let's talk about this. I need to see what happened. Might be worth chatting about or doing an interview or something. So let me know what's going on. That's very, very interesting. Mercenary X says, for punishment, you should read furry fan fiction of bad movies, like one of those fruity tooty art house films that wins all those Oscars. That or watch that fatty from the Smash Bros stream do a striptease. No. Whatever is most painful for our entertainment. What, Tess Holiday? I don't know if she's done any strip teases. That's gross. Moist John says, can you state your name to the court? John Law. Okay, what is your expertise on being pegged? How deep could you get it? Hueson says, if you kicked Preston in the ass, how many dildos would fall out? None. Your foot would get stuck in, though. Crusader Saracen says, sorry, Nick. I know in rant mode you're in the zone, but I couldn't help but notice. Did you actually say Utah instead of Utah? Yes, that was a joke. It's Utah. I know. I said Utah as a joke. Also, in Minnesota, do they call them hoagies or sub sandwiches? Sub sandwiches. Mick Vignana says, Nick, I like you, but it's very hypocritical of you to say DA Talks is using the Vic situation when he doesn't have a single Vic vid, yet you spearheaded the Vic stuff. Please don't become a liar like Tug and Yellow Flash. Wait. In the video I was talking about, they're using the Vic situation against me incorrectly. The way to use the Vic situation against Nick Rekieta, let me help you. Nick Rekieta hyped a lawsuit that ended up not turning out the way he hyped. There you go. Nick hoped that things would turn out better, but had the misfortune of being wrong on how the judge would rule. Actually, that's not even right. I didn't say the judge would rule, but being too hopeful about a legal outcome. Nick got, here's another one. Nick Rekieta got too invested in Vic's case and hoped it would turn out better than it did. There you go. He's a dumbass for getting too invested in a case personally when they could go either way. Sure. But to say that I gave Vic specific advice? No, I didn't. I didn't say Vic would be okay, ever, to Vic. I hope he's okay. I hope he's doing well. I hope he's doing better than he was back in February when I talked to him. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. There's no hypocrisy here or hypocritical takes. They're literally in the video talking about the Vic case as some sort of gotcha on me. That's very silly. They have ways of doing a gotcha on me, but me saying, hey, Vic, it'll be okay, is not correct. It's just not true. His entire life and career were destroyed before I talked to him. You think I called him up and said, hey, it's going to be okay? No. Hey, Vic, your life and career are destroyed. How do you feel about that? That's how that went. Pretty simple. Just fucking ask. I'll tell you. I don't care. I referred Vic to Ty. I did. Absolutely. Anyway, Malik Foxen says, imagine a bunch of non-lawyers talking about law. They sound like law Twitter. Also, Nick, if I ever found a pic/vid of you, I have some goddamn questions. Also, Drex wouldn't let you hear the end of that, lol. Look, I'm not into pegging. Nah, it's not. I don't care if you are. I have a little bit of concern if you are and film it. That's even different. Look, if you and your wife wants to peg you and you're like, yeah, I'll try that. Go ahead. I don't think it's the best idea. I'm not into that. But if you are, I don't care. Filming it and uploading it, we're getting weird. Getting to the point of weird. You know, Miss Chengiz Khan says, when will you go on Ethan's show? EVS said he might come on as long as Doug isn't there. Well, look, if EVS doesn't want to have Doug on, that's fine. When will I go on Ethan's show? Whenever he'll have me. I like Ethan Van Sciver. He and I are buddies. We have fun chats. He's a good talker. By the way, some people sometimes send me requests to come on a show or whatever. And here's the issue. I don't know if you're good at the talking. If you're good at the talking, I don't mind having you on a show. I don't care if you have 1 million subscribers. I don't care if you have 2 subscribers. Are you good at carrying a conversation is the biggest concern I have. We can talk about whatever. We can have fun conversations. It's great. So some people send me a message or whatever and they want to talk and be on a stream. I don't have a problem with that at the outset, but my hesitation is always, I don't know how you are talking to a couple thousand people. If you're good at talking to a couple thousand people, that's great. If you're going to stare at the comments and go, then it's really tough. It's really tough to have a conversation with you on a live stream. If you can't deal with comments, don't read the comments. If you can deal with comments, read the comments, but have a good chat with me. We're good. But it's hard for me to vet you sometimes. So anyway, that's always the question. I don't need, like, look, I love having people with more subscribers than me on. Absolutely. Especially when their subscriber base is completely different than mine. I love tapping into markets. This is a business venture. I make money doing YouTube. I'm happy to make money doing YouTube. I will unapologetically make money doing YouTube. There are ads on my channel. There are super chats. Of course, I make money doing YouTube. It's my primary job. So obviously, I love to talk to people with markets that I don't have access to. However, I don't care if you don't have a market that I don't have access to. What I care is, does my live stream suffer from you on it or benefit from you on it? If it benefits, let's do it, baby. That's it. Oh, yeah. But as for when I go on Ethan's show, anytime he wants that I have time, happy to do it. I like him. Just same thing with Doug. Problem with Doug is he always streams in the damn morning. I'm still asleep. Still asleep when Doug streams. But anyway. Lupo Snow says, "Hey Nick, I DM'd you on Twitter under the same name." Yes, I got it. I'll respond to you. Crusader Saracen says, "What do you like to cook on the smoker? Helping rework the patio. We're buying a new smoker. Personally, I'm looking forward to smoking our own salmon, cheeses, briskets, short ribs, but you know your stuff and I'm looking for new ideas." Look, man, my smoker, I have the Weber pellet smoker. I've done a brisket, which was good, but I didn't leave it in long. I need to let it get hotter before I wrap it. That was my fault. Smoked baked potatoes were fucking delicious. Oh my goodness. I love smoked baked potatoes. I love smoking a ribeye and then searing it. My smoker will get to 600 degrees. So you can actually sear both sides of it. But brisket's great. Ribs are great. Chicken breasts are fantastic. I like everything. I don't know if I could smoke cheese. I don't know if it's cold enough to smoke cheese. I don't have a cold smoker. That'd be great. I want one, but I don't have one. Malik Foxton says, "By the way, Preston, there's nothing wrong with being made fun of. If you have a past that you're ashamed of, the best thing you can do, man, is own it. If it's not you anymore, if it was a mistake, point it out, move on, change subject. Don't ever Exactly. That's the best statement you can make. Don't ever on the internet. It doesn't turn out good. Just own it. Black Flag, by the way, is up to $143,128. Guys, if you like 90s comics, if you like, look at this art style. Look at this guy right here. I'm circling him with my mouse. I hope you can see that. This is a buff, hunched over asshole. His abs are so strong that they overpower his back muscles into a permanent hunch. And he's got a gun the size of the Statue of Liberty. What the fuck else do you want? And if it's tits, look at this chick right here. And you've got those. Guns, boobs, big dudes. What do you want? What do you want? Anyway, next. Ooey 99 says, hopefully a video doesn't surface of Preston getting pegged by a non-legal willing 8-year-old whom he drugged with some Lagavulin 8 years old. That'd be bad. Malik Foxon says, to clarify my first super chat for the stream, I was referring to the chat. Until we forget about him, I'm expecting references to the shit show. Ampathos guy says, damn it, Nick, stop making my wallet cry for spending that much money. Sorry. Guys, I believe in independent creators. I do. I want them to win. Don't want gatekeepers anymore. I don't want Marvel. I don't want DC. Don't want this stuff. Want indie creators to win. We have more power than we've ever had. And YouTube, Twitter, these are the tools that we have. I want them to win. Win. Sude off the cuff says, I really hope that you will look at the insanity of the new Ubisoft UULA. You stream or have gameplay in the background of any vids or streams, they own your image and likeness in perpetuity. I actually think people are overblowing the Ubisoft EULA based on not reading it, but just my initial gut reaction. I am going to cover this. We may cover it on the Big Brain panel, but I don't think it's as big as people think it is. Angry Baneling says, that is a very hetero shirt, Nick. Peak hetero. Hey, listen, you motherfucker. I like this shirt. Actually, I hate the collars of this shirt get, like, if you wash it, it gets tucked under like this and it stays. I hate that. But look, it was a sunny day. And I'm going to wear a salmon shirt in the sun. Maurice Bayo says, what's your take on Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp? Amber Heard's a bitch, and she should get the electric chair. Laughing Kuro says, Preston, quote, my farts don't make a sound, Poulter. Damn. Ralph has joined as a paralegal level. Jake Ridgway has joined the super lawyer level. And Natalie Braithwaite has joined at the lawyer level. Jake, go look for the super lawyer only post about how to join the Discord. I'm actually going to make another one because I heard it's hard to find. But if you can find it, that's a great way to join the Discord. Ultra65 says, Pig, it will come back to you. I don't know what song that's supposed to be, but it's there. I don't know what tune that is, but it's there. Stabby McStabswood. Doug T went on SWC and laughed about false police and CPS reports being made. That man is trash. Plus, he was offering your services to them. Look, Doug is not trash. You guys don't have to like Doug. You don't like Doug, fine. He's not trash. He's a good man. And if he's sticking with allies in the face of a perceived war with Ethan, that's a shame that he's hanging out with idiots. Makes me sad. But he's not a bad guy. He really isn't. Offering your services to them, well, that's fine. They can contact my office and ask for my retainer. That'd be great. Yellow Flash 2 says, SWC brothers share a room in their mom's house, lol. Come on now. Come on now. No. These guys, Thomas Royloop has a brother and they share a room in their mom's house? Okay. Esme Illis says, check DMs. I clipped something for you. What DM? Let me, just a second. Which DM are you talking about? That's not what I wanted. Apparently DA Talks has tweeted about me. I don't care. Whatever. Someone DM'd me, but I don't know what they DM'd. Okay. Sorry. I don't that was Esme. Esme, I don't know where you sent the DM. But I don't see it. Because it's probably because I'm too drunk or boomer to see it. Sorry. Lane Kyrie. Welcome to Super Lawyer. Oh, thank you, Lane, for joining the channel. Dark Griff's Comic Present. By the way, everyone who joins the channel gets special emotes. I don't know how to do them, but they're there. Dark Gift Comics Presents says his last text post on X Hamster was 5 days ago. Yep, I showed it. Bad Dragon Knight says jury instruction. I instruct the jury to let me go. Andrew War Snowboard says Preston sounds like he needs to get knocked down a peg. Oh, come on. Come on. On Twitter? I don't see posts from Esme on Twitter. Let me do this, though. I am supposed to show this. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. That's me saying, objection! From Phoenix Wright. The fantastic piece of art. Guys, I barely draw stick figures. And I draw stick figures incompetently. Like one mutant arm. Or whatever. This is from... Prizzy, P-R-Z-Y. Thank you, Prizzy, for look at this. Look at that beautiful piece of art. It's awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you to Prizzy. Okay, back to it. Damn it. And I didn't like Phoenix Wright. No, I still don't. Still don't. Where are we? Crom Iron Skull has joined at super lawyer level. Thank you so much. Couch Doodle says checkmate. Yellow Flash 2 says Preston talks about sharing a laugh about Comicsgate with the man he shared his wife with later in the video. This is bringing him back to old friends. Look, if he and Leroy want to share a laugh, that's great. As Cybertest says Preston's rectum versus Leroy Jenkins. As Cybertest says, Second Amendment grants rights to bear a baby arm up your lower receiver. Come on. No. Wrong. Argentico 2003 says he bragged about taking length and girth. Size queen. Andrew Ward Snowboard says, would you collab with Camelot 331 to talk Title IX? I talked to Camelot 331 before. I guess. I don't know how his GameStop shit's going. Akikama says, SWC stream with Doug tonight to trash Yellow Flash. Look, I mean, if they want to trash Yellow Flash, they should have talked to me. That motherfucker. I had to look. Yellow Flash was making fun of a fat chick so hard that I had to buy her off with pizza in Knoxville. I had to give a fat girl extra pizza because of Yellow Flash. My pizza, by the way. And I had so many drinks that I needed that pizza to live. That guy's an asshole. What can I say? Why would he stream with Doug? I hung out with Yellow Flash, and that motherfucker owes me like 3 slices of fat girl absconded pizza. Melora N says, just to play devil's advocate, how does 2C3341 crime of cyber harassment not apply here? Seems to fit. No. Harassment, we covered this on the stream earlier. I think you sent this before we got to it. It doesn't actually fit. Harassment is a hard thing to prove. Talking about someone on a public platform is hard to be harassment. Sending things to them, their family, bothering them in their personal life, that is harassing. And most harassing behavior, you have to actually ask the person to stop. That's the hard part about it. Can we get a shout out for Adam Lawson's comic, The Eighth, on Indiegogo? Sure. I don't know anything about it. Adam Lawson's comic, The Eighth, on Indiegogo. Go check it out if you want. Akikama says, Yellow Flash has said less about Doug versus EVS than you. Yeah. I mean, most people aren't interested in Doug versus EVS drama. Actually, it's pretty much died down lately. And I think, if I'm being honest, I think shitty webcomics asking Doug on, Doug going on the show was not the best move. I'm not the police. I don't care that he makes the move. But there's no reason for Doug to involve himself in this shit at all. There just isn't. If I'm not giving advice to Doug, but if I were, I'd say, why are you commenting on this at all? These people are trying to add a layer of shield and legitimacy by adding you. Why are you involving yourself? But of course, if Doug wants to go on the stream, I don't care. That's Doug's prerogative. That's Doug's thing. Again, no one can shame me into not liking Doug. Only Doug can make me not like Doug. And Doug hasn't done anything that I care enough to not like him about. My friends make decisions I disagree with all the time. So do yours. Don't pretend like the internet is different. Just so we're clear. How fat was she? Oh my God, she's fat. She was huge. Dude, she was looking at my pizza and sweating. Rogue says, so glad this poo gobbler skipped out on the stream. We had a good stream with Drexel. Days of Clarity says, was he pegged by her or did Leroy skewer them both? He was pegged by her. I don't think Leroy's penis entered his anus. Blue Blood 71 says, ex-Dallas PD here. He probably got a miscellaneous incident report or a catch-all report or an investigation of report. A case so weak it will be looked at by a detective but probably go nowhere. Yeah, of course. Of course. Why would they care about this? Goru says, this guy makes Shane look like a genius. Finfrog says, imagine doing multiple podcasts about the benefits of eating poop with your wife. Preston does. Damn. Spectre 06 Gaming says, BRB going to sec def Mattis about this degeneracy. No one nowhere says salmon is never an acceptable choice. Look, some people like smoked salmon. But you make it with a steak, and it's great. Because you can just eat the steak if you don't like the salmon. Akikama says, Doug bought the ribbit coin for SWC to attack EVS. That's fine. I don't care. Jen GM says, hold up. Be right back. Gonna write my congressman about someone bullying me online about my cuckery. You'll all be sorry. Rogue says, every time someone of lesser relevance wants to take a shot at Nick, dredge up Vic's name somehow as some sort of gotcha. Bunch of lemmings. Look, and if you haven't followed the Vic case, if Vic, his legal victory is, obviously he doesn't have a legal victory at this point. I hope he ends up with one after appeals, but he may not. He may not. Question is, did Vic win the social media battle? I think he did. I think Vic won the social media battle. I think Vic has preserved himself the ability to get work. Not with everybody. Obviously, a lot of conventions are owned by that one weird guy. But some conventions will have Vic now that weren't going to have him in February. If he did that much, he won. And that's good. If he has fans willing to support his endeavors, he did better than he was doing in February. You can disagree, that's okay. But, that's fine. 2012 Jamison says, Ty on Big Brain Panel, he asked and you owe him. That's true. No One Nowhere says, between Dick and EVS, you are a busy boy. Sweeping up. Janny, Janny Rekieta sweeping up the mess. Whatever. Goru says, are they suggesting that EVS wouldn't be able to hire a lawyer if he is charged? Guess the right to an attorney is waived if you call someone a cuck. It is. It's a little known statute that Preston pointed out. Kalinka Pavlova says, I see President Peggy Poulter finally showed. Where? Where did he show? Black Flag is at $143,128. Kalinka Pavlova says it's probably an inferiority complex, lol. Hugo from Uruguay says, joins at the paralegal level. Thank you so much for supporting. Kalinka Pavlova says, oh, I was mistaken. I thought Peggy recovered a testicle from his ex to show up. You're just watching his wrong opinion being validated, lol. Oh, yeah, no, he didn't show up here. Sorry. No one important says, this is what is with this pattern of weirdos using the same, well, you don't get to decide how I feel threatened, therefore. What world do they live in? The wrong one. The wrong one. Onibushi Kabuto says, damn, Nick, you sound so defeated. I am 100% defeated in every way. 2012 Jameson says, can Tug come on to make fun of Preston too? Not tonight. Tonight is just me. But, you know, I know a lot of people have problems with Tug. Again, I'm not the internet's dad or its police. Tug has never been anything but kind to me. I don't have any problems with Tug. You guys can disagree with what he does. I'm not going to stop you. Or what you think he does. I'm not going to stop you there. I'd have Tug on a show. I don't. If we have a show, that's here's the real question. It's really simple. With me and you. Do we have a show? If we have a show, conversation, then let's have a fucking show. All we're doing is entertaining people, right? If we're not entertaining people, then we don't have a show. If we are entertaining people, we do. I don't care about your background. Guys, I'm a criminal defense attorney. I've represented worse people than anyone you've met on the internet. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, if you have dealt with someone on the internet and you're like, oh, they're doing whatever, I've dealt with worse people. And at the end of the day, they're just people. You're not gonna shame me into not liking someone. Now, that person can do it. Again, that person can make me not like them. But I'm not going to do it on behalf of someone else. 2012 Jameson says, wait, no, I read that one. Captain Chokeout says, Black Fraga's Black Flag. Back Fraga's Black Flag on Indiegogo. Absolutely. Goru says, Black Flag, much like Preston, has stretch goals. God damn it. No, Goru. No one important says, by the way, Ron versus Therapist conversation stream win. I will talk to Ken Jennings and see if we can arrange a show. But we'll be delving into Ron's chats on Kiwi Farms this week. Melvin the Weed Wizard says, I was not expecting this tonight. Amazing show. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you're entertained. You've never gone to 4chan? I have gone to 4chan. No Twitch tonight. I am far too intoxicated. S. Cybertaz says, Samara from The Ring uploaded the video. They taped over the cassette. Now Peaches Preston will be in the next sequel. Damn it. Andrew War Snowbird says, would you do a stream on child labor laws? 16-year-olds where I work can't use the staircase ladder because it's illegal. The law is obsolete. Yes, it is. Maybe. I don't know if I do a stream on it or not. As Cybertest says, I feel mocked for liking peach schnapps. No, you can like peach schnapps all you want. That's just the only drink I can think of that would be appropriate. Kalinka Pavlova says, are you really dropping 1G to get key hauled? Yeah. I did. Nathan Brennan Masters says, what about 90s bad girl comics? Hexcraft Mechanics Ultimate Control is a CG 90s style bad girl comic filled with sexy, dangerous ladies, also on Indiegogo. Hexcraft Mechanics Ultimate Control. Go check it out. I don't know anything about it. Kalinka Pavlova says, is Lady Rackets going to peg you for this? No. Chris Stanley. Drink, Nick. I'm done drinking. Thank you. Batgoat says, Class act, Nick. You're the big daddy of streamers. I'm sure your deletion will be glorious. Jimmy the Russell says, at least Thomas Royloop wrote some pretty good furry porn once. Damn. As Cybertest says, Preston scooted around the issue of who uploaded the videos like a dog with worms on a clean white carpet. Gross. Gross. Phoenix Orem says, speaking of indie creators, Nick Rekieta, ace drunkard attorney. I'll stop bugging you about it. I showed it. Thank you. And thank you, Phoenix, for joining at the super lawyer level. Make sure you get instructions on how to get into the Discord. Can't find him, DM me, buddy. Bad Vibe says, PJC is like an 80s G.I. Joe. His O-ring is busted. Esme Illis Anime says, resent on Twitter. Banana stand money. Hey, thank you. He sent where? There it is. You want me to show this? What is this?
Is out of control.
Hold on. Let me get the audio up. Oh, there you are, Esme. I thought that was you, but I wasn't sure. Let's listen to this audio, guys.
We're talking about this. The makeup game is out of control. So dudes are getting in the mix. So I've had multiple non-black men throughout my lifetime. I go, hey Drex, I have a question for you. And I'm like, yeah, what's the deal?
Somebody clip Drexel say, I've had multiple non-black men throughout my lifetime. Just please clip just that and stop it.
Stop it.
There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the clip from Esme. Drexel has had multiple black men throughout his lifetime. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Bad Vibes. Wait, Mike Testa says, are you and Yellow Flash are good and friends still? Yeah, I'm buddies with Yellow Flash. I don't know what... Again, I don't know how to express this. If someone has drama with someone else, that's between them and someone else. I'm friends with people who are nice to me. If you do bad things on the internet, I may not agree with it, but I'm not your friend because of it. But I don't know what Preston is actually... Or Preston. Fuck. Sorry, Flash. I don't know what Flash has actually done. We might not be friends anymore after that. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Mason, Benjamin Myers has upgraded to super lawyer. Hey, thank you. Mason W says, cover being torn through is ink by Todd McFarlane. Viden the Cold One says, NJ cops are horrible. I lived here 32 years. As Cyberdad says, President got cored out like that cabbie did by the genie in American Gods season 1 episode 2. And Bell Ravan says Tug, not Doug. Shit, I don't know what that's in reference to, but sure, whatever. And then Dex Luther says, if EVS harassed Preston, then Peggy would have to share a cell. Peggy has been harassing EVS for over a year because he's butthurt that EVS didn't promote his book. I mean, that is a problem, isn't it? Now look, I don't know. Don't care about the gay ops. All right? I don't know who fucked who messed with who, what drama you have with who. I don't know. I don't care. But if you get into an internet slap fight, let me give you some advice. Don't have pegging porn in your history. Let me just humbly suggest you're out on the internet and you're like, that person is wrong. I want to call them out. The first question you ask, the absolute first question you ask is, do I have pegging porn uploaded on the internet? If that is yes, if then, this is Microsoft, this is basic coding language. If pegging porn equals yes, then engage in internet slap fight equals no. That's it. If, then. Else, if, fuck off. I don't care. If, then, if pegging porn is yes. Internet slap fight equals no. Period. That's it. That is it. But whatever. I don't know why. I know that Preston has some sort of fight. Here's the only thing. Preston has done two things that have made me mad. And prior to Saturday, it was only one. One thing Preston did that made me mad. Don't flag other people's campaigns. Just don't. Don't mess with their income. Why are you messing with people's income? Who cares? You don't like it? Okay. Who cares? Don't be a Karen. Nobody likes Karen. That's why she's so mad. The second thing Preston did made me mad was he bailed on the stream at the last minute, showed up on another stream and said I didn't know what I was talking about. And then implicated me in some sort of scheme or whatever, like I'm somehow a part of something. Fuck off, you dumb cunt. I don't care about your schemes. I barely talk about Comicsgate. I barely talk about comics. Talk about legal issues and friends on both sides of the issue. Fuck off. Fuck off. You're a dumb idiot on the internet. You're like every other person. That's it. You're a retard whose criminal case won't get off the ground because nobody cares about this. You got pegged. Get over it. You were over it 10 years ago when you uploaded it. Why aren't you over it now? Is people making fun of you? Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Who cares? Got pegged. It's funny. Deal with it. That's all. Don't flag people's campaigns because you're a bitch. That's that. Other than that, I got no problem with you. I didn't have any more problem with, hey, I don't think you should flag campaigns. But people make mistakes on the internet. That's not a deal breaker. But Saturday kind of was, man. Kind of was a deal breaker. You were a piece of shit about your appearance. You could have told me no on Thursday or Friday. I don't care. Okay, cool. I understand you don't want to come on. Great. You told me I could announce the show on Saturday. You did. I asked, hey, do you mind if I announce this? I asked you. You gave me permission to announce it. And then you backed out at the last minute for bullshit reasons. I can't talk about EVS. Then you went on a stream and retardedly talked about EVS. Like a moron, and you were wrong. If you just asked me, I would have told you. And then I tried to tell you in DMs, and then you publicly came out and called me wrong. You are incorrect. Every single thing that has led up to this stream is you, Preston. I didn't care. Don't care. You would have told me no, I would have never talked about you. No, I don't want to do a stream. Okay, cool. That's it. This is just stupid. And it's you being stupid. Nobody else. It's fucking embarrassing. Get a hold of yourself. Finally, Bad Dragonite sent toilet paper for Preston's wife's dildo. Gross. Gross. And then Sigma Zero says, not your personal army. All that needs to be said whenever some smooth brain wants you to attack their enemies for them. It's true. I'm not anybody's personal army except mine. All right, guys. That's it for the show tonight. Fraga's Black Flag Pineapple Perception comic has, it says 30 days left. That's weird. $143,128. I don't know if it's still available. Go buy it if you like 90s comics. That's cool. Akikama says, Adam Friend End is entertaining. Bring him on. I don't know who that is. Email me. He extended it. No Twitch tonight. I need to go lay down and eat some ramen in that order. If you guys want to raid EVS, go raid EVS. That's great. All right, guys. Thanks a bunch for joining me tonight. I can't do an outro song because my stream deck is upstairs. I forgot it. I'm sorry. So I will just leave you with this. Peace. Peace.